A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Your level best. That's how you'll feel when you light up a Lucky. Because Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense. It's important to you as a smoker to know that fine tobacco can do this for you. And every smoker knows. LSMFT. LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Mild, ripe, light tobacco. Remember, more independent tobacco experts, auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen smoke Lucky Strike regularly than the next two leading brands combined. It's good to know that fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense, by putting you on the right level, the lucky level, to feel and do your level best. That's the Lucky level. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. The next time you buy cigarettes, remember, Lucky's fine tobacco puts you on the right level, the Lucky level, to feel your level best and do your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the Lucky level where it's fun to be alive. Get a carton of Luckies and get started today.
The Lucky Strike program, starring Jack Benny, with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Tennessee, and yours truly, Don Wilson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go out to Jack Benny's home in Beverly Hills, where we find, there's something wrong. There's a crowd gathered on the corner near Jack's house. Stand aside, folks. Here comes the ambulance. Stand back. Let the doctor through. Let the doctor through.
Honestly, officer, it wasn't my fault. He jumped right in front of my truck.
Jumped in front of your truck? He must be desperate.
He's coming to, officer. I think you can question him now.
Mister, why did you jump in front of the truck?
Today I have to give Monsieur Benny a violin lesson.
He's all right, officer. The truck missed him completely, and he isn't even scratched.
Perhaps I will have better luck next time.
All right, break it up, everybody. Break it up. Mr. Benny's house is right up the street.
I know, officer. I know.
Well, Professor LeBlanc, come right in. Professor, you're 5 minutes late. What detained you?
There was an accident on the corner.
Another one? Oh, it's getting awful out there. You know, on Wilshire Boulevard, you can't step off the curb without getting hit.
Where?
Wilshire Boulevard. Professor, why are you writing it down?
Nothing.
Oh.
Come, Monsieur Benny. Let us commence with the lesson.
All right. Just a minute. I'll get my violin. That's funny. My violin isn't here. It's always been here. Yeah, I wonder if... Say, I'll bet... Oh, Rochester! Yeah, boy! Where is my violin?
I wish it was on a slow boat to China!
Now, stop that. Oh, here it is. Come on, you can give me my lesson in the den, Professor.
Oui, monsieur.
Say, Professor, I've been thinking. You charge me $2 for giving me one lesson a week. How much would you charge to come over here twice a week?
$8,000.
Oh. Well, here we are. I'll just tune up my violin and we can get started. Just a second there. Yeah.
Today we will dispense with the exercises and start with the new piece I gave you last week.
Oh, yes. I've been working hard on that one, you know.
Good. Commence.
All right.
No, Monsieur Benny. You must slide up the string with your little finger. Da, da, da.
No, all right.
Now you try it.
All right. It was too high, huh?
Yes, take your finger out of your nose.
Huh? Oh, yes.
Now, please, Monsieur Benny, let us go back from the beginning. Remember, this is a minuet. Think of crinoline, hoop skirts, powdered wigs. When you were a boy.
Professor, that remark was entirely uncalled for, and I don't appreciate those personal insults.
I am sorry, monsieur. You can deduct 15 cents from the lesson.
Thank you.
Let us proceed, please.
Yes, sir. The same thing over again?
Oui.
There's the door. How do you like that? The mop and pail right in the middle of the floor. When Mr. Benny's through with those things, I wish he'd put them away.
Hello, Rochester.
Oh, hello, Miss Livingston. Come on in.
Is Mr. Benny here?
Yes, ma'am. He's in the den taking a violin lesson. It sounds like a cat giving up his ninth life.
Rochester, we shouldn't tease Mr. Benny about his violin. He plays beautifully.
He does?
Yes. Mr. Benny has the tonal quality of Isaac Stern, the bowing touch of Fritz Kreisler, and his fingers have the dexterity of a Heifetz.
Miss Livingston, do you really believe that?
No, but Mr. Benny is playing at the opening of a Turkish bath tomorrow, and that's how they're advertising him.
A Turkish bath?
Yes, their slogan is, get rid of your fat while Benny passes the hat.
Oh, I see.
Rochester, I'm all through with my... Oh, hello, Mary. I've been taking my violin lesson.
Where's your teacher?
Professor LeBlanc? He's such an emotional fellow. He jumped out of the window.
Jumped out of the window?
Yeah.
I forgot to ask you for my money.
Oh, well, come right in, Professor, and I'll, Hey, wait a minute, Mary. Isn't that Don Wilson sitting out in the car?
Yes, Don drove me over.
Well, why doesn't he come in?
Well, after the way you argued with him at my Thanksgiving party, he won't talk to you.
Won't talk to me?
And I don't blame him. You owe him an apology, and I'm going to make him come in. Don! Oh, Don, come on in.
Well, okay, but I won't talk to Jack.
What a stubborn guy. He won't talk to me, I won't talk to him. That's all.
Come on in, Don.
Mary, you can tell Jack I came in for you, not for him.
Jack, Don says you came in for me, not for you.
Well, you can tell Don that just because I made a mistake last week, he doesn't have to pout over it.
Don, Jack says just because he made a mistake last week, you don't have to pout over it.
Well, you can tell Mr. Benny that if he knew more about history, he'd know the Pilgrims landed on Plymouth Rock, not Cape Cod.
Mr. Benny, Don says that if you knew more about history, you'd know that the Pilgrims landed...
Oh, yeah? Well, you can tell Mr. Wilson that if he doesn't shut up, you'll punch him right in the nose.
Mr. Wilson, Mr. Benny said that if you don't shut up, I'll punch you... What? Wait a minute, Jack. If you're so mad at him, why don't you punch him in the nose?
With fingers that have the dexterity of a Heifetz? Are you crazy? And you can tell Don...
You can tell him yourself. Tell Don, tell Jack, tell Jack, tell Don. I feel like a carrier pigeon that was caught in a badminton game. Now, Jack, you admitted you were wrong for arguing with Don, and I think you owe him an apology.
Well, all right. Doncy boy. I'm sorry.
Well?
Don, I'm really sorry, and I beg your forgiveness.
Well, Jack, only a man of your generosity, your sense of fair play is big enough to admit that he's made a mistake. I accept your apology.
Well, thank you, Don. And now that you're here, did you bring the quartet along with you?
Oh, no, Jack, I'm sorry. You see, I was so angry with you, I didn't let the boys prepare a commercial for this week's program.
Well, that's all right, Don. Gee, you're so clever. I mean, you can do a commercial all by yourself.
But, Jack, just one voice? It wouldn't have any color.
One voice? What are you talking? Why, you're a man of many voices, many moods.
I am?
Why, certainly. You could do it, Don. Look at, do it, let's say, the commercial. Well, we'll do it first like Charles Boyer.
Boyer?
Sure. Go ahead, Don. Try it.
Okay.
That's it, Don.
Come with me to the Casbah. Your lips look so beautiful holding that Lucky Strike cigarette.
How is that, Mary?
He sounds like Boyer and looks like the Casbah.
Mary, please. Now, Don, after you give them Boyer, you can switch right into Lionel Barrymore.
Lionel Barrymore? Why, I can't do that.
Sure you can, Don. Try it.
Okay. Lionel Barrymore.
Certainly.
Gentlemen of the jury, I have come here today to plead my case for this package of Lucky Strike. And you can see for yourself that they're made of that fine, that light, that naturally mild.
Snort again.
Oh, gentlemen of the jury, light up a Lucky and see for yourself.
Snort again. That's it. That's wonderful, Don. That's wonderful. And, Don, to show you how sorry I am that I argued with you last week, I want you to stay here and have dinner with me tonight.
Oh, okay, Jack. What are we going to have?
I don't know. Rochester, what are we going to have for dinner?
Turkey hash.
Turkey hash?
Thanksgiving is gone, but the memory lingers on.
Never mind that. Rochester, take 3 steaks out of the freezer. Mary's going to stay, too. And by the way, Rochester, were there any phone calls while I was taking my lesson?
No, sir.
See, that's funny. She's supposed to let me know if our date is okay for tomorrow.
She? Who's she?
I'm not telling. But she's really something special. And Mary, when I take her out tomorrow, I'm going to have my car washed and polished and everything.
Do you think she'll do it?
Oh, stop.
Monsieur Benny, I would like to go. Please pay me for the lesson.
Oh, yes, Professor. I'm sorry. I'll go get her. Oh, that must be the girl now. I mean the call I'm expecting. Hello?
Well, hell, I know you love me, Jackson, but control the lover. Control
Oh, I'm sorry, Phil. I was expecting a call from a girl. I've got a date. You know.
Oh, no. Not you, Jackson, not you.
Phil, what's so surprising about my having a date?
I can give you plenty of reasons. A, it costs money. B, no gal will ride in that jalopy of yours. C, you can't dance. D, you're too old.
Oh, so you ran out of reasons.
No, I just don't know the rest of the alphabet.
That I can believe. And just because I have a date with a girl, Phil, you don't have to make such a big thing out of it.
Well, I'm just surprised, Jackson.
Why?
You never have no dates till spring when your blood starts to circulate.
Look, Phil, I don't want to tie up the phone. What did you call about?
Oh, look, I just wanted to let you know I'll be out of town for a few days. I'm going on a hunting trip up in the High Sierras.
Oh, the High Sierras, eh? Are you going to hunt there?
Well, we might have... Hey, wait a minute, Jackson.
What?
Ask me that again.
I said, are you going to hunt bear?
No, I'm going to be dressed to kill. Oh, Jackson, sometimes I wish I was Alice so I could be married to me.
Look, Golden Boy. Look. When are you starting on the hunting trip?
Right away, Jackson. The dogs are in the car now. 2 retrievers.
Oh, retrievers?
Yeah, they sure are smart the way they're trained to bring things back. They're my favorite dogs.
Retrievers? I thought your favorite dog would be a St. Bernard.
What's so wonderful about a St. Bernard? A great big dog like that carrying a lousy half pint.
Well, look, Phil, go on, have a good time, and call me when you get back. So long.
So long. Good health to all from a wrecked star.
All right. Goodbye.
When is Phil going hunting, Dad?
Right away. See, I bet he has a good time, too.
Mr. Benny, please do not keep me waiting like you always do.
Oh, yes, Professor, your money. I'll get it for you.
Say, boss, this letter just came from England, and it looks very important. On the envelope, it says from Princess Elizabeth.
Oh, my goodness. Princess Elizabeth. Here, read me let me read it. You read it to me, Rochester, will you?
Okay. It says, Dear Mr. Bailey, I want to thank you for your kind offer, but regret to inform you that we've already signed up for a diaper service.
See, I cabled them my offer the day the little prince was born, you know.
Jack, I knew you took in laundry, but when did you start a diaper service?
When I grew up and found I was stuck with 24 of them. Rather than waste them,
Mr. Benny.
Oh, all right, Professor. I'll get you yours. Hey, wait a minute, Professor. You have a baby. How would you like...
I don't want diapers. I want money.
Oh. Well, wait here, Professor. I'll go and get it for you. Whoop. I better answer the door.
But, monsieur...
I'll be right back.
Cheer, cheer for old Notre Dame.
Hello, Dennis.
Take up the echoes cheering her name.
Hello, Dennis.
Send the volley. Oh, hello.
Hello, Dennis. How come you're still waving that football pennant?
Oh, I just got back from the USC Notre Dame game.
But, Dennis, that game was yesterday.
I know, and after it was over, I went down to congratulate some of the USC players, and before I knew it, I was on a bus headed for the campus with the team.
Well, that's silly. Why didn't you get off the bus?
Notre Dame couldn't get through their line. How could I?
Did you enjoy the game, Dennis?
Oh, it was wonderful, but I was so confused.
What do you mean, confused?
Well, I'm Irish, so I felt loyal to Notre Dame, and then again, I live in California, so I felt loyal to USC.
Gee, that's right. Well, who'd you cheer for?
Dewey, he feels awful.
What?
I'll take it now, Jack. John and I flipped a coin, and I lost.
Well, that's sporting of you two.
Did you have good seats at the game, Dennis?
I sat on the 50-yard line. It was awful.
Why?
I got chalk all over my pants.
I'll take him now, Mary. Lucky Don won again. Dennis, why in the world would they let you sit on the playing field?
Well, years ago, Coach Jeff Cravat and my mother used to go together.
Oh, were they sweethearts?
No, they both played in the line at USC.
Heads.
Tell me, Dennis.
Oh, you lost this time, huh, Don?
Yes. Tell me, Dennis, did your mother really play football?
Yeah, she says I was her only fumble.
I'll take heads again.
Tell me, Monsieur Benny. I do not understand these things, but why would they let a woman play football?
Oh, they couldn't tell the difference. She had a crew haircut.
Well, that does it. Look, Dennis, you came over here to let me hear the song you're going to do on the program. Now, for heaven's sake, sing it.
Oh, you're just mad because my mother was all-American.
I am not mad.
I am. I want my money.
In a minute. I just want to hear this song. Go ahead, Dennis, will you?
So
you're growing tired of me, say it isn't so. People say that you found somebody new, and it won't be long before you leave me. Say it isn't true. Say that everything is still okay. That's all I want to know. And what they're saying, say it isn't so. Say that everything is still okay. That's all I want to know. And what they're saying, say it isn't so.
Well, I like that song, Dennis. It'll be fine on the program.
Mr. Benny,
Oh, yes. Oh, by the way, Professor LeBlanc, in case you haven't ordered your Christmas card yet.
I do not want Christmas cards. I do not want diapers. I do not want my pants pressed. I'm hungry. I want mommy.
Hungry? Well,
No more turkey hash. Mommy.
oh.
For heaven's sake, Jack, why don't you go down to your vault and get him his money?
All right, Mary. Professor, I'll go down to my vault and I'll get your money right now. You can wait right here for me. Yeah, I mustn't forget to listen to Don Amici on the new Lucky Strike program tomorrow.
Oh, who goes there?
Hair of gold, eyes of blue.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Benny.
Yes. Hello, Ed. Long time no see. How are you feeling?
Fine. Say, Mr. Benny, how are things on the outside?
Very, very exciting, Ed. Very exciting. We just had a presidential election, and Harry Truman was elected. He carried 34 states.
Gee, 34 states. Who carried the other two?
No, Ed. We have 48 now. You see, we took in Arizona, and, what's the matter, Ed?
You left the door open. The light's killing me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, let's see. I just need a little money. Excuse me, Ed, while I work the combination on the safe.
Shall I, sew my eyelids together?
No, Ed, it isn't necessary, really. Just turn around, that's all. Now, let's see. The combination is right to 45, left to 60, back to 15, then left to 110. There. Ed, did the alarm sound a little weaker than, it sound a little weaker than usual?
I'll tell you in a minute. I'm counting the dead gophers.
Oh.
By the way, Mr. Benny, did you open your vault yesterday?
No, Ed. That was an earthquake. Now, let's see. What do I owe the professor? $2 for the lesson. Less 15 cents for insulting me. That's $1.85. There. Well, that takes care of that. So long, Ed.
Goodbye, Mr. Benny. Drop me a postcard now and then.
I will. Ya-da-dee-da-dum, da-dee-da-dum, ba-bum, bum-beetle-dee-dee, da-dum, da-dee. Well, here's your money, Professor.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Benny. La 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 la.
Gee, the French people are so emotional. Well, come on, Don. Would you and Mary like a cocktail before dinner?
Oh, now, look, Jack, you don't have to go to all this trouble just for me. You apologized, and that's all that was necessary.
Oh, Don, if Jack wants to invite you to dinner, you ought to stay.
Certainly. We'll have 3 big steaks and all the trimmings.
Well, thanks, Jack.
After all, Don, last week I had a big argument with you, and it was my fault. You were right, and I was too stubborn to admit it. And, as Rudyard Kipling once said, you have suffered the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. So I intend to make it up to you.
Jack.
I intend to make it up to you.
Jack.
Huh?
Kipling didn't say that. It was Shakespeare.
No, Don. See, I was reading it just last night, and Kipling...
Jack, I happen to be quite a student of Shakespeare, and I say you're wrong.
Don. Don, little Lord Fauntleroy. I say it was Kipling.
And I say it was Shakespeare.
Kipling?
Shakespeare!
Don, I can't understand you. I apologize to you for last week. I asked you to stay to dinner, and you start another argument.
But I didn't start an argument. I'm only telling you you're wrong, and you're too hard-headed to admit it.
Well... John Wilson, I'll thank you to leave my house and never darken my doorstep again.
All right, I'll go. Goodbye.
Goodbye. I never saw a guy like Don Wilson, always arguing, even when he's wrong.
But he wasn't wrong, Jack. You were wrong. Shakespeare did say that, not Kipling.
I say it was Kipling.
Well, I'm not going to stay here and get the argument with you either. You're too stubborn. Goodbye.
How do you like that?
For dinner, sir.
Dinner, sir. What are we going to do with the other 2 steaks?
I only cooked one.
What?
The minute you said Kipling, I knew this was going to happen.
Oh. Well, I'll come as soon as I put my violin away.
Jack will be back in just a moment, but first, smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. You see, Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense. It's good to know that fine tobacco can do this for you. And that's why it's so important that you select and smoke the cigarette of fine tobacco, Lucky Strike. For as every smoker knows, LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. No wonder Lucky Strike is the overwhelming favorite of tobacco experts. For more independent auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen smoke Lucky's regularly than the next 2 leading brands combined. So, smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the right level, the Lucky level, where there's real joy in living, where it's fun to be alive. The Lucky level, where you feel your best and do your best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the Lucky level, where it's fun to be alive. Get a carton of Luckies and get started today.
For
looking for?
I'm looking for that book I was reading last night, that book of Kipling.
The book you were reading last night. Well, that was Shakespeare.
But on the cover it said Kipling.
That's the man you borrowed it from, Sam Kipling.
Oh, yes. Darn it, now I'll have to apologize to Don Wilson again. I'll give him a steak and he'll be happy. That's all.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company. The Jack Benny program, presented by Lucky Strike. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Your level best. That's how you'll feel when you light up a Lucky. Because Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense. It's important to you as a smoker to know that fine tobacco can do this for you. And every smoker knows LSMFT, LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco, mild, ripe, light tobacco. Remember, more independent tobacco experts, auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen smoke Lucky Strike regularly than the next two leading brands combined. It's good to know that fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense, by putting you on the right level to feel and do your level best. That's the Lucky level. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the Lucky level where it's fun to be alive. Get a carton of Luckies and get started today. The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, in the life of Jack Benny, Saturday is a hectic day of rehearsals. Sunday is an exciting day of the broadcast. But Monday, Monday, that's the day for rest and relaxation. So if you promise not to disturb him, I'll take you out to Jack's home in Beverly Hills and see how he spends his day of leisure.
This is wonderful. Nothing to do but just sit here by the fire in this easy chair and smoke a cigarette.
Are you comfortable, boy?
Oh, yes, very comfortable. Rochester, move that ashtray a little closer, will you, please?
Here you are.
Rochester, move my chair a little closer to the fireplace, please.
Yes, sir.
What a way to relax. Rochester, flick the ashes off my cigarette. Will you, please?
Yes, sir. Do you want me to lift your eyelids so you can see the fire?
No, I'll do it myself. But with these long lashes, they are kind of heavy. Yes, sir, there's nothing like sitting by the open fireplace. What was that?
I just threw one in to help you out.
Thanks. Gee, this is wonderful. You know, I think I'll doze off for a while. This chair is so comfortable. Whoops. I'll have to get that spring fixed. You know, Rochester, I hope nobody stops in today. I just want to sit here and forget everything.
Boss, what are you fidgeting for?
My back itches. Scratch it for me, Rochester, will you please?
Okay.
A little higher. To the left. Lower. Up a little. Higher. Higher. Rochester, remember that Chinese back scratcher I used to have?
Yeah, Well, why'd you ever fire him?
Now, Rochester, stop with those jokes. You know, your irrevocable propensity for jocularity is just an inept endeavor to be facetious.
Well!
Now, look, I want to be alone, so just let me... No, there's somebody at the door.
I'll get it. Oh, hello, Mr. Wilson.
Well, hello, Rochester. Is Mr. Benny in?
Yeah, he's right in the den. You know, Mr. Wilson, the boss was kind of upset last week after you got in that argument with him about Rudyard Kipling and Shakespeare.
He was?
Yes, sir. When he found out he was wrong, he felt so ashamed, he ran upstairs, threw himself across the bed, and cried like a baby.
No.
Yeah. What a pathetic sight. A gray-haired old baby.
Who's out there?
It's me, Jack.
Oh, hello, Don. Come on in the den.
Hey, how come you're not dressed?
Well, Don, this is my day off, and I'm sort of relaxing. Later on, I'm going to have a masseur come over and give me a massage.
Well, Jack, I did the same thing yesterday, only I had 2 masseurs.
2 masseurs?
Yes, they started working on me at noon. And at 6 o'clock, when they came up over my stomach, I introduced them.
Don, a masseur couldn't get over your stomach with a pick and a rope. I'm just kidding, Don.
Well, by the way, Jack, regarding that argument we had last week about Shakespeare and Kipling...
Yes,
I want to thank you for that letter of apology you sent me.
That's quite all right. Forget it.
Did you receive my reply?
Forget it, Don.
No, Jack. This whole argument was ridiculous.
Forget it, Don.
And I meant every word when I wrote to you and said that my irrevocable propensity for jocularity was just an inept endeavor to be facetious.
Uh-oh.
Where are you going, Rochester?
When that line came out of you, I thought you were delirious and called the doctor.
I didn't tell you I made it up, and besides, it wasn't easy memorizing it. Now, Don, what'd you come over to see me about?
Well, Jack, your quartet's here, and they prepared a commercial that they want you to listen to.
The Sportsman?
Mm-hmm.
But, Don, not today. I want to relax. I'll hear it tomorrow.
Oh, you've got to hear it now, Jack. They're going away on a little vacation tomorrow.
They are? Well, where are they now?
In the living room.
Oh, for heaven's sake. A fellow tries to have just one day to himself, and all he gets is... Don, who's that guy on your back?
I'm his third masseur. He hasn't met me yet.
Well, get off of him. We got work to do. Oh, hello, fellas. Boys, Don tells me you're going away for a few days. Where are you going?
If you know what we know, then you'll go where we go, where they grow tobacco. Oh, L-S-S-M-F-F-L-S-M-F-E. You'd be so happy when you see a lucky. You cannot measure the pleasure that you will get from smoking Lucky Strike.
Very good, Don.
So Jackson, bye-bye, and go.
Boy!
We're
Boy, stop marching around the room.
Happy day.
Boy, be
So
careful.
take it on.
Hey, fellas, look out for that gold race ball. Look out!
That's where we belong. All again. And day and night. It's onward, Caroline with Lucky Strike. And a favorite brand. Oh, well, it's
How do you like that? They marched into the closet. Fellas, the front door is over there.
Forward, men, and day and night. It's onward, Caroline with Lucky Strike in hand. Our favorite brand. Oh, well, it's a day for you.
How do do you like that? What dumb guys. Imagine them going into my closet.
Boss, they aren't so dumb.
What?
They must out wearing 4 of your suits.
My suit? Hey, fellas! Fellas, John Wilson! Oh, darn it, he's gone, too. Oh, well, I'll see him when they get back. I'm not going to let it spoil my day of relaxation. Now, let's see, what'll I do? Read a book or a magazine or maybe...
Read a book.
Hello, Polly.
Hello.
Boss, is there anything you'd like me to do for you?
No, Rochester, I'm fine. I just want to take it easy.
Well, the television's on. Why don't you watch that?
Say, that's a good idea. Ya-da-dee-da-dum, da-dee-da-dum, da-dum, dum-dee-da-da-dum, da-dee. Ah. Hey, look at that prize fight. Gee, television is wonderful. Say, those two fighters are really mixing it. A right, a left. Wow, he's on his knees. The referee's counting. 1, 2, 3. Oh, darn it, the Colemans pulled their shade down. Gee, I wish I had a television set. Hey, maybe my cast will chip in and buy me one for Christmas. Maybe my writers will give me one. Say, maybe my sponsor will give me one. Or maybe on New Year's Eve I'll have an extra glass of sherry and buy one myself. Oh, well, I'll see what happens.
Mr. Benny, my money, please.
Huh? Gee, Polly, you sounded just like my violin teacher, Professor LeBlanc. Come to think of it, you look a little like him, too. Well, I think I'll go back in the den now. Oh, darn it. I'll get the phone, Rochester. Hello?
Hiya, Jackson. Hey, Jack Stone, I'm all alone at the house, and I want you to help me out.
What is it, Phil?
Well, I'm writing a letter to a friend of mine, and I'm stuck. How do you spell entertainer?
For heaven's sake, Phil, why do you call with the silly things like that? Why don't you look it up in the dictionary?
I did, and it ain't in there.
Entertainer? Of course it's in the dictionary.
No, it ain't. I looked all through the end.
Well, naturally you won't find it in the end. Entertainer begins with an E.
Entertainer starts with an E?
Certainly, the E is silent, like the P in your first name.
My name starts with a P?
Phil, don't you even know how to spell your name? What do you do when you sign a check?
The same as you. I cry a little.
I don't mean that. Look, Phil, today is my day off. I'm trying to relax.
All right, Pops, relax. Maybe if you rest up real good, you can come along with me on the next hunting trip. The one I went on last week was a pip, Jackson. We went up in the high Sierras.
I know. You told me you were going. Tell me, Phil, did you hunt bear?
Well, one day we... Hey, wait a minute, Jackson. Hey, ask me that again.
Oh, no, he caught me on that last week. Not going to catch me this
time. Come on, Jackson, ask me that again.
Okay. Tell me, Phil, did you hunt grizzly?
No, we shaved every day. Oh, Harris, the P in your first name may be silent, but the rest of you's dynamite.
Philsy boy.
Hey, no kidding, Jackson. I wish you'd have been with us. Really exciting, especially when you've got good hunting dogs. You shoot down them ducks and the retrievers bring them right back to you.
Oh, the retrievers, eh? Who went on the trip with you?
Just me and Remley.
Say, you guys are really pals, aren't you? You never go hunting without Remley.
I have to take him. He's one of the retrievers.
Remley?
Yeah, you ought to see him, Jackson, swimming across the lake with a duck in his mouth.
for heaven. Why doesn't he carry it in his hand?
What, and let go of the bottle?
That does it, Phil. Goodbye.
So long, Marcia.
I never saw a guy like Phil. Doesn't worry about a thing. Gee, I was hoping that call was from Daisy.
Daisy who, boss?
Daisy Dickinson. She's Mr. Osborne's secretary of Batten Barton, Durston and Osborne. I got a date with her tomorrow night. She's cute, too. She makes $85 a week. Her take-home pay is $63.40. Well, what'll I do now? Maybe I'll read a... Say, Rochester, what's this package here on the table?
It came in the mail this morning, boss. It's for you.
For me? I wonder what it is. See, it's a little phonograph record. That's funny. I can't understand. Well, I might as well play it and see what it is.
Hello, Jack. This is Eddie Cantor. Hey, Jack, I just want to remind you you're going to be a guest on my program Friday night.
You didn't have to send me this record. I knew I was going to be on.
So long, Jack. I'll sign off now. This is Eddie Cantor.
Rochester, lift up the arm. The record is stopped.
No, it isn't. I made it this way. Cantor. What a hand!
Imagine making a record just for that. Say, while I'm relaxing, I might as well put some other records on. Let's see, here's Brahms' Lullaby by Spike Jones. Here's White Christmas, sung by Bing. The last name is scratched out. I wonder who that is. Here's a new one. Who put the microfilm in Mrs. Murphy's pumpkin? Here's one. Oh, What a Beautiful Morning by Patrick J. McNulty. Hey, here's one that Dennis Day made with Phil's orchestra. You Must Have Been a Beautiful Baby. See, that's an old favorite of mine. I think I'll play it.
Been a wonderful child when you were only starting to go to kindergarten. I bet you drove the little boys wild. And when it came to winning blue ribbons, you must have shown the other kids how. I can see the judge's eyes as they handed you the prize. I bet you made the cutest bow. Oh, you must have been a beautiful baby. 'Cause baby, a little baby, look at you now.
Gee, that's a good number, and Dennis sings it so well, too. Phil's music didn't spoil it a bit. Well, what else can I do to while away the time? I think I'll read a book. I must have been a beautiful baby. I must have been a wonderful child. When I was only... I don't know what to read. When I was only starting to go to kindergarten, I really drove the little girls wild, oh yeah. And when it came... Oh, here's Billy Rose's new book, Wine, Women, and Words. Yeah, I read that. It's great. And when it came to winning Blue Ribbon, I really showed the other kids how. I can see... See, I don't know whether I'd like to read a mystery or something romantic. I can see the judge's eyes as he handed me the prize. I'll get the door, Rochester. I made the cutest little bow. Oh, I must have been a beautiful baby.
But, brother, get a load of you now.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, Jack. I'm going to do a little Christmas shopping. Would you like to join me?
No, I'm not going to shop till next week. This is my day of relaxation. You know, Mary, a man should begin to take things easy, when he's pushing 40.
Pushing 40?
Yeah.
You went through it like a Michigan halfback.
All right. Come on in for a minute. You can shop later.
Okay. You alone?
Yeah, Phil called a little while ago. He just got back from a hunting trip up in the High Sierras.
The High Sierras, eh? Did he hunt bears?
Well, he... Uh-oh. Hey, Mary. What'd you say?
I said, did he hunt bears?
No, he took his razor with him. Oh, Jackson, you may not be a retriever, but anyone who throws you a lead is a dead duck.
Jack, what are you talking about?
It's over your head, sister. It's over. Come on in the den, Mary. I want your fireplace then.
Don't bother, Jack. I'll answer.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, can I please speak to little old Jack Benny?
Just a second, I'll call him.
Oh, are you his mother?
No, are you?
Goodness, no, honey. I'm just little old Daisy Dickinson. Will you please call Mr. Benny for me?
Okay, just a little old while. Oh, Jack, it's for you, Daisy Dickinson.
Well, hello.
Hello, sugar.
Hello, Daisy.
Oh, I just called to thank you for the lovely bouquet of flowers you sent me.
Oh, did you like them?
Oh, yes. Oh, and I just loved what you said on the card. Daisies for Daisy.
Yeah. You know, I wrote that without my writers.
Sugar, when I saw Daisies for Daisy, it made me wish my name were Orchid.
But that would sound silly, Daisies for Orchid, I've been waiting for your call, honey.
Well, everything's okay for our little old date tomorrow night.
Good. We'll do something special. We'll have an early dinner, and then I know the most romantic place to park on Wilshire Boulevard.
But, Sugar Boy, Wilshire Boulevard's romantic.
Have you ever watched the moon come up over the Bank of America? Huh?
Oh, you're so cute. I'll see you tomorrow night, you little old boll weevil.
Okay, you little old pots of you. Goodbye. Gee, Mary, she's so nice, She's awfully nice.
How'd you meet her, Jack?
She's the secretary at my advertising agency, Batten, Barton, Durson, and Little Old Osborne.
Oh, well, Jack, I can't wait any longer. I've got to go shopping.
Okay, Mary, see you later.
So long. Oh, by the way, Jack, maybe you can help me out. Can Rochester hear us talking?
No, he's in the kitchen. Why?
Well, I want to know what to get him for Christmas, and it's kind of tough to think of a suitable gift.
Yeah, Rochester is a problem at Christmas time. What can you get him? He's been with me 10 years. He's got nothing.
I know. Say, Jack, do you think Rochester would like it if I got him a pair of bedroom slippers?
Sure, Mary. Bedroom slippers would be fine.
Well, thanks a lot for helping me. I'll be running along now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Size 8.5.
Rochester, that wasn't very nice. You know what happens to people who eavesdrive?
Yeah, they get the right size.
I guess you're right. I just didn't get the right line. You got the right line. Well, I think I'll go back in the den and read a book. I must have been a beautiful baby. See if there are any books that I haven't read. Here's a good one. The City Boy by Herman Wolfe. Oh, he's a fellow who used to write for Fred Allen, then he left Allen and went to war. A coward. Hey, I think I'll read that one. Oh, darn it, why can't I? Come in! Come in! Oh, hello, Dennis.
I came to say goodbye. I'm going to jail.
Jail?
Unless you can straighten out this traffic ticket.
What'd you get a traffic ticket for?
I took a 4-way cold tablet on a one-way street.
Dennis, let me see that ticket.
Here.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Dennis, you got this ticket for riding your bicycle up the escalator in the May Company. I don't blame him for being mad.
Neither do I. I bought it at Bullock's.
Look, kid, I'm trying to have one day of complete rest, so I don't want any more of this silly talk. What'd you come over here for?
I thought Phil was here. I wanted to talk over an arrangement with him.
Well, he's not here. He called me up a little while ago. He just got back from a hunting trip in the High Sierras.
Oh? Did he hunt there?
Hey, Dennis. Dennis. Ask me that again.
Ask you what?
Did he hunt there?
No, he had his clothes on.
Glad I got rid of him. How can a kid think of such silly things out? Hello?
Oh, Dennis, you've got 2 shows and a head for each one of them.
Dennis, how did you get to a phone booth so fast?
My bicycle's got a motor on it.
Goodbye. That kid's gonna drive me nuts. One of these days. Oh, now who can that be?
Goodbye.
Well, I'm too tired to try and figure it out now. I'm going in the den and relax.
Oh, Mr. Benny! Mr. Benny! Look at him curled up in that chair fast asleep. I won't wake him. I'll just pick him up and carry him upstairs and put him to bed. Just look at him. Not a care in the world. Look at the way he snuggled in my arms like a little child. He must have been a beautiful baby. He must have been a wonderful child. When he was only starting to go to kindergarten, I'll bet he drove the Indians wild. And when it came to winning blue ribbons, he must have shown the other
Jack will be back in just a moment, but first, smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. You see, Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense. It's good to know that fine tobacco can do this for you. And that's why it's so important that you select and smoke the cigarette of fine tobacco, Lucky Strike. And as every smoker knows, LSMFT, LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. No wonder Lucky Strike is the overwhelming favorite of tobacco experts. For more independent auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen smoke Lucky's regularly than the next 2 leading brands combined. So, smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the right level, the Lucky level, where there's real joy in living, where it's fun to be alive. The Lucky level, where you feel your best and do your best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. And remember, here's a gift every smoker on your Christmas list is sure to appreciate. A carton of Lucky Strike cigarettes in beautiful holiday wrapping. And for that special someone, get Lucky Strike 500, the handsome gift box of 25 packages of Lucky Strike cigarettes.
I'm sorry I woke you up, boss.
That's all right, Rochester. I'll go right back to sleep again. Good night.
Good night.
Well, I guess my day is just about over. I'll have to make the cutest little bow. Next to Phil and Alice Faye, Dennis Day on Saturday. Be sure to listen there a while. Oh, they must have been such comical babies. 'Cause, brother, get a load of them now. They both got 2 shows. Brother, get a load of them now.
Be sure to hear the Lucky Strike hit parade starring Frank Sinatra on Saturday, and don't forget the Lucky Strike program, Your Lucky Strike. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
The Jack Benny program, presented by Lucky Strike.
American.
Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Your level best. That's how you'll feel when you light up a Lucky. Because Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense, puts you on the right level to feel and do your level best. It's important to you as a smoker to know that fine tobacco can do this for you. And every smoker knows. LSMFT, LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco, mild, right, light tobacco. Remember, more independent tobacco experts, auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen smoke Lucky Strike regularly than the next 2 leading brands combined. So next time you buy cigarettes, remember that Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense, by putting you on the right level, the Lucky level, to feel and do your level best. That's the Lucky level. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the Lucky level where it's fun to be alive. Get a carton of Luckies and get started today. And listen, here's a Christmas gift suggestion that's bound to make a big hit. Say Merry Christmas 200 times by giving the gay holiday-wrapped carton of 200 Luckies. And for that extra special someone on your list, give Lucky Strike 500s. The handsome Christmas gift box of 25 packages of Lucky Strike cigarettes.
The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, the Sportsman, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, there are only 5 more days till Christmas. So let's go down to the local department store where Jack and Mary have gone to do their last-minute Christmas shopping.
Mary, read my Christmas list, will you please?
Gold cufflinks, platinum cigarette lighter, silk pajamas, a star sapphire ring, a Cadillac, a diamond stick.
No, Mary. Those are the things I'm asking Santa Claus to give me. My shopping list is on the other side.
Oh, here it is. A package of lifesavers, razor blades, toothbrush, shoelaces. Jack Benny, you ought to be ashamed.
Mary, I gave you the wrong one. Here's my Christmas list. See? Don Wilson, wallet.
Well, let's go. The leather goods counter's over there.
Gee, the store is crowded.
Can I help you, please?
Oh, yes. I'd like to see some of your wallets.
Well, we have a large variety. All these wallets you see here are $1.98.
$1.98?
Yes, sir.
Jack, here's some better wallets over here.
Oh, yes. I think Don would like this one.
It's genuine cowhide.
Cowhide? How much is that?
$40.
Cowhide. $40?
Jack, stop squeezing it. It won't give milk.
But, Mary...
Look, Jack, Don has been with you 15 years. It's about time you got him something nice.
But, Mary, $40.
Oh, Jack, for heaven's sake, for once in your life, show Don you appreciate his loyalty.
You know, Mary, you're right. I'm going to get Don this wallet. He deserves it. Mister, I'll take that $40 wallet.
Yes, sir.
Does that include the engraving?
Oh, yes. What would you like to put on it?
The price. Now, wait a minute. I want to enclose one of these cards. Let's see, what'll I write? To Don. A very Merry Christmas from Jack Benny. Here it is, mister. Make a nice gift package and see that Mr. Wilson gets it before Christmas.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Mary. I want to go to the sporting goods department and get something for Phil. Now, here we are.
Gee, they sure have a nice assortment of guns and hunting equipment, Jack.
Yeah, I think I should be able to get something for Phil here. They seem to have almost...
May I help you, sir?
Yes, clerk. I'd like to get something for a friend who is quite a sportsman.
Well, we've got all kinds of camping equipment. Does he sleep outdoors much?
Yes, sometimes right in front of the house.
Jack.
Clerk, he has all the camping equipment he needs. His favorite sport, though, is hunting. See, he makes 2 or 3 trips a year to the high Sierras.
Oh, does he hunt bear?
Well, a few days ago, he... Uh-oh. Hey, mister, ask me that again, will you?
Does he hunt bear?
No, Petrillo makes him wear his union suit. What's the matter, clerk? Didn't you get it?
Yes, and if you'll lend me your handkerchief, I'll wipe it off.
Look, I didn't come here for any of your silly wisecracks. He thinks he's smart, doesn't he, Mary?
Don't talk to me. I'm pretending I'm not with you.
What?
And now, sir, supposing you look over some of these items while I take care of another customer.
Okay. Do you mind if I fool around with this gun?
Not at all. It's loaded.
Say, Mary, I wonder if Phil...
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Hello, Mr. Kitzel. Are you doing your Christmas shopping?
Yes, I'm buying a Christmas present for my wife. She's always complaining she hasn't got what to wear. So I think I'll get her something sporty in the line of clothes, you know.
Oh. Well, that sounds nice. Why don't you get your wife a pair of slacks?
You never saw my wife. She's not the type to wear slacks.
Why?
Well, she should be a slack. She's lumpy.
Oh, your wife is a little chubby, eh?
A little chubby. From the back, she looks like Don Wilson from the front. And sideways, you wouldn't believe it.
I'll take your word for it. Huh?
Tell me, Mr. Benny, what are you getting your neighbor for Christmas?
My neighbor?
Yes, Ronald Goldman.
Oh, no, that's Ronald Coleman. I don't know what to get him, but I'll think of something.
Yes, I suppose. Well, I better finish my shopping. Lumpy is expecting me home for dinner.
Goodbye, Mr. Gitzel, and Merry Christmas.
The feeling is reciprocal.
Come on, Jack. Make up your mind. We still have other shopping to do, you know.
All right. I think I'll take this fishing outfit. Oh, clerk.
Just a minute. I have other customers.
Oh, all right. I'll wait.
That'll be $8.76, madam. Have you decided on that, sir? Good. That'll be $12.75.
Gee.
Yes, ma'am. $16.50 out of 20.
Gosh. Ouch.
Finally got your nose caught in it, didn't you?
Never mind. Just give me that fishing rod. Now wrap it up and I'll call for it later. Come on, Mary. Gee, my nose hurts.
Well, it's your own fault. Now let's finish our shopping.
Hey, wait a minute, Mary.
What's the matter?
I've been thinking about that card I put in Don's gift. I think I should have written something clever. I'm going back to the wallet department.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Dad.
Oh, clerk.
Yes, sir?
Remember me? I bought a $40 wallet here a few minutes ago, and I'd like to change the card.
But, mister, I've already got it wrapped with ribbon and tinsel and everything.
Well, I'm sorry, but you'll have to open it up. I want to change the card.
But, mister...
Now, please, I'm a customer here. Open it up.
Okay.
I know what I'll do. I'll write a poem.
Oh, fine. Henry Wadsworth type fellow.
Let's see. I've got one. To Don. This gift is from Jackie, and golly, oh shucks. I hope that you like it. It costs $40. There you are, mister. Wrap this up with a gift.
I'm wrapping it.
Come on, Mary. You know, Mary, I'm glad I'm giving Don that $40 wallet.
Yeah, it'd be kind of tough to get a rhyme for $1.98.
Yeah. Now, Mary, let's go up to the mezzanine and... Oh, hello, Phil.
Hiya, Jackson. Hello, Livy, you little fugitive from the doll counter.
Hello, Phil. My, you're certainly loaded down with packages.
Yeah, I've been shopping all day. Got presents for everybody. How about you two?
Well, I'm nearly finished with my shopping.
Your $5 is almost gone, huh?
Phil, for your information, I just spent $40 on Don Wilson.
What'd you do, take him to lunch?
No,
look out, Phil. One of your packages is slipping.
Yeah, there it goes. Oh, darn it. Now I'll have to get Remley another present.
Let's move away. I'm getting dizzy.
Phil, did you get gifts for the rest of your band?
Yeah, bought every guy in my orchestra a pair of bedroom slippers.
Bedroom slippers for your musicians?
I thought if I could get them started with those, maybe we could get shoes on them later.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Anyway, I got all my boys taken care of. The only one I ain't got a gift for yet is Alice.
Maybe she'd like Taboo.
Could be. She thought he was great in Elephant Boy.
Phil, that's Taboo. He's a picture star.
I wouldn't know. I'm a radio man myself. Well, I'll be running along. I got to get Remley another bottle of toilet water.
Toilet water? Phil, that bottle that broke was toilet water?
Certainly. If it was the other, do you think I'd have stood here and let it soak into the rug? See you later, Jackson. Bye,
Mary.
Phil.
Goodbye, Phil. Come on, Mary. You know, I'm going to be on Phil's show, but he doesn't know it, you know. Hey, let's go up to the mezzanine. They always have nice things up there.
Okay, here's the elevator.
Yeah. The mezzanine, please. Gee, that's funny, Mary. 4 guys running one elevator.
Second floor. Christmas toys for girls and boys, sweaters, shirts, and ties. Corset stays, meant to paste, toothpicks any size. You will like Lucky Strike, buy them here because they're round and firm and fully packed, just like Santa Claus.
Fellas, you passed my floor. Look, I wanted to get off at the mezzanine.
3rd floor.
Here you'll find Venetian blinds, pool and billiard cues, movie reels, rubber heels, boots and button shoes, coaster bikes, Lucky Strikes, try one and you'll see. Your best bet in cigarettes is LSMFT.
Fellas, look, take me down, will you? I wanted the mezzanine.
4th floor.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Pots and pans, garbage cans, silverware and knives, buggy whips and pillow slips, chinaware and chives, cartons of smokes you love, make a perfect gift. Luckies are the best by far, so give your friends a lift.
Look at fellas, please. I wanted the mezzanine. Take me to the mezzanine.
5th floor. Tootsie Rolls, donut holes, button hooks and bows, violins, dispenser chins, shovels, rakes, and hoes, railroad pipes, Lucky Strikes, get them on this floor. Once you smoke a Lucky Strike, we're sure that you want more.
Look, boys, I want to finish shopping. Now take me down to the mezzanine.
Going down.
Mezzanine, gasoline, alligator bags, Cokes and bolts and billy goats and girdles if it sags.
Let us off, we got things to do.
Merry Christmas to you all, and a Happy New Year
Look, Jack, we're back on the main floor.
Well, how do you like that? I asked him to... Say, it's just as well. You know, I've been thinking about that card for Don's wallet.
Jack.
I don't think it's an appropriate card for a $40 gift. I'm going back and change it.
Well, I haven't got nerve enough to face that clerk. I'm going to buy something for my sister, Babe.
Babe, what are you going to get her?
Well, she asked me to send her a telescope.
What does Babe want with a telescope?
She lives across the street from the YMCA.
Oh. Well, I'll meet you here later. I'm going to change that card. Oh, clerk. Clerk.
Yes, sir. What can I... Oh, it's you again.
Yes. I want to change the card in that gift.
Oh, no. No. First you buy the gift, then you write the card. Then I wrap the gift. Then you change the card.
But look,
then I unwrap the gift.
Mister...
And then you rewrite the card. And then I wrap the gift. And now you want to write another card.
Look, never mind that. Just unwrap the gift, will you?
I've already sent it down to the delivery department.
Well, look, you'll just have to go down there and get it.
All right, I'll go. I haven't run into anyone like you in 20 years. Oh, why did the governor have to give me that pardon?
Look, just bring me my package, will you?
All right, I'll get it. I'll get it.
What an eccentric character, you know? Something like it.
Stevie, maybe we can buy something for Mr. Benny here. Okay, Joey, let's look around.
Something I can do for you boys?
Yes, we'd like to buy something for the treasurer of our club, the Beverly Hills Beavers.
A present for the treasurer of your club, eh? How old is he?
About the same age as you. 39.
Well, boys, it's none of my business, but how come you picked a 39-year-old man to be the treasurer of your beaver club?
Because he's such a good businessman. He puts all of our dues in the treasury, and then he lends it out at 10%.
Oh, I see. Who does he lend it to?
Us. And now that it's Christmas, we were thinking of getting him a necktie.
Well, that's always a nice present. Why don't you buy him one that matches his favorite suit?
No, we like this one. It matches his eyes.
Oh, are his eyes blue?
Bluer than the waters of Lake Louise under a sultry summer sky.
My, where did you boys learn that?
Every beaver has to memorize it before he can borrow money.
Well, I'm sure he'll like this tie. It's $1.50. I'll wrap it up for you.
Thank you.
Here you are, mister. Now, let's not have any more trouble. Make the card out right this time, will you?
Yes, Jack, we've wasted enough time.
All right. How do you think this sounds, Mary? To Don. Your pear-shaped tones, many announcers ape, but no one can match your pear-shaped shape. Isn't that cute, huh?
Yes, Jack, it's a beautiful poem. Nick Kenny would be proud of it.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Mr. Benny. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Dennis.
Dennis, I didn't expect to run into you here.
Oh, I brought my mother's lunch. She's the Santa Claus.
Your mother is a Santa Claus with a white beard and everything?
Yeah, and she sure fooled my father. He climbed up in her lap and told her he wanted Hedy Lamarr for Christmas.
Oh, for heaven's sake, what did she do?
I don't know, but now my father goes around singing, all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
Oh, say, Dennis, listen. Come here a minute, will you?
Huh?
Dennis, you've been a nice kid. You've been with me so long. Here it is Christmas, and, well, here's a $50 bonus.
Oh, that's just a trick to get me to buy something for you.
It is not. I don't care if you don't get me anything.
Oh, yeah? Last year when I forgot to buy you a present, you picked me up and threw me in your Bendix.
What?
And then you charged me 40 cents for washing my shirt.
Look, kid, if you don't want... Oh, my goodness.
What's the matter, Jack?
Just a minute. Oh, clerk.
Now what?
That card I wrote to Mr. Wilson, I left it right here on the counter, and I can't find it.
Oh, don't worry about it. I found it, and I put it in the package, wrapped it up, and sent it down to the delivery room.
Well, I forgot to sign the card.
Jack, let's go Oh, you're creating a scene.
It's okay, lady. I'll get his package. The customer is always right. And this jerk is a customer.
See, Mary, you've got to know how to handle these people, you see. Now, come on, let's shop around till he gets the package from the delivery room, will you? Say, Mary, what do you think I ought to get for my sister Florence?
Well, I don't know. Lingerie might be nice.
Say, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
There's the lingerie counter right over there.
Oh, yeah. Pardon me, but would you mind waiting on us?
Why not? Your money's as good as anybody.
Well, could you show me something in silk lingerie?
Certainly. What's your size?
Look, they're not for me.
They're for his sister, size 34.
Okay. Here's a whole box of them.
Will you lay the lingerie out for us, please?
Well, just a minute till I put my gloves on.
Gloves?
Touching that stuff with my bare hands makes me a nervous wreck.
What?
Especially the black ones.
Look, mister, we haven't got all day. Show us something in size 34.
Okay. Here's a nice little garment. A genuine pure silk nightie.
Gee, that's awfully pretty. I think this would be very... wait a minute, mister. What are these little loops on the bottom of the nightgown?
The loops?
Yeah, the loops.
Yes, what are the loops for?
When you go to bed, you hook them over your toes so the nightgown won't creep up on you.
Well, that's swell, really. Wrap it up and send it to my sister, Mrs. Florence Spenchel. Here's the address.
Yes, sir.
Oh, look, Jack, here's Rochester doing his Christmas shopping, too.
Yeah, shh. I want to hear what he's getting.
Can I do anything for you?
Yes, I'm looking for a Christmas present for my boss.
Perhaps if you told me something about your employer, I'd be able to make some suggestions. How old is he?
That and what happened to the gas man are the two burning issues of Beverly Hills.
Well, you can't go wrong if you get him a nice scarf. We have some beautiful silk ones for $20.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Shh. Jack, he'll hear you.
No, I'm afraid $20 is more than I had in mind.
We also have some lovely ones for $15.
That's still too much.
$12.50?
Well, we have other gifts for about $10. $7.50? $6? $5?
When you get down to $1.25, wrap it up.
Well, that's not much of a gift. What does your boss usually give you for Christmas?
A brand new dollar bill and a lecture on the evils of wine, women, and song.
Oh. Well, look, if he's that kind of a man, why do you keep working for him?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain. But he's good, thoughtful, kind, considerate, and he gives me his old toupees to cover my bicycle seat.
Oh. Well, here's a nice red scarf, which is really an excellent buy.
I'd rather take this one here. The color will match his eyes.
Are his eyes blue?
Bluer than the waters of Lake Louise under a sultry summer sky.
Oh, are you a beaver?
No, but I work like one.
Jack, what did he mean by that?
I don't know, Mary. Some little joke, I guess. Now, come on, let's go and see. Oh, Mary. I just thought of something.
Not again.
Come on with me. It'll only take a minute.
Oh, clerk. Here's the package. I got it up from the delivery room. I'll go on and sign the card.
No. That's not important now. I want to change the wallet.
What?
Instead of the $40 one, I'll take the one that costs $1.98. Gee, he was such a young fellow, too. Well, I'll take the $1.98 wallet and put the money in his hand. Come on, Mary, let's go. I wonder if we have to... Oh, look who's here. Hey, Don! Don!
Oh, hi, Jack. Hello, Mary. Gee, what trouble I'm having in this store. Wish I didn't have such a big stomach.
Why?
Well, it seems there's a piano missing, and they searched me 3 times.
Oh.
Don, have you bought your wife's present yet?
Oh, yes, I did that yesterday, but today I bought a gift for our gardener.
Your gardener? Well, what'd you buy him?
A $40 wallet.
A $40 wallet? For your gardener?
Jack, the only other ones they had were $1.98, and I wouldn't give that to a dog.
Well, you can start barking, brother, and Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Don. See you later. Come on, Mary, let's go home. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as is our custom every Christmas, at this time, Dennis Day will sing Ave Maria. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my sponsors and my entire staff, I want to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas. Good night.
This is NBC, the national broadcast.
The Jack Benny Program, presented by Lucky Strike. American. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Your level best. That's how you'll feel when you light up a Lucky. Because Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense. Puts you on the right level to feel and do your level best. It's important to you as a smoker to know that fine tobacco can do this for you. And as you know, LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. No wonder more independent tobacco experts, auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen smoke Lucky Strike regularly than the next two leading brands combined. It's good to know that fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense, by putting you on the right level to feel and do your level best. That's the Lucky level, so smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Yes, the next time you buy cigarettes, remember, Lucky's fine tobacco puts you on the right level, the Lucky level, to feel your level best and do your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the Lucky level, where it's fun to be alive. Get a carton of Luckies and get started today. The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis, and yours truly, Don Wilson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you our master of ceremonies who today...
Wait a minute, Don. Wait a minute, just a minute. Today, I'd like to have the honor of introducing you.
Me?
Yes, Don. Now, give me the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to bring you the man who was selected by Fame magazine as America's outstanding radio announcer for 1948. And here he is, Don Wilson.
Thank you, and thank you very much, Jack. I really didn't expect you to introduce me like that.
Well, why shouldn't I, Don? You deserve it. According to Fame magazine, the radio critics and columnists selected you because you have poise, warmth, perfect enunciation, and a voice with an ingratiating quality that not only invites confidence, but has great dignity. And they're right.
Jack, you'll never know how much I appreciate your saying that on the air.
Why?
I have an uncle in Duluth who thinks I'm nothing but a big fat slob.
Oh. Well, Don, I don't care what your uncle thinks. I go by Fame magazine, and they chose you the #1 announcer for 1948. And to show you my appreciation, I'm going to double your salary.
Oh, Jack.
No, Don. No, you deserve it. Next week, your check will be exactly double.
Well, gosh, Jack, thanks.
And I hope you make good use of the extra money because the following week you'll be back to your original salary.
What? You're only giving me a raise for 1 week?
Certainly, you were chosen the best announcer for 1948. Now, the following week will start the new year, and who knows who they'll choose in 49. You know, when they take that poll next year, your uncle may be right. Believe me.
Oh, that's very funny, Jack. It really is. No matter what situation arises, you always seem to think of something funny to say.
What? He got the award for the best announcer.
Perfect picture. No, I really mean that, Jack. I really mean that, you know, and it's very funny. It really is. You always say funny things, and it's no wonder in the very same issue of Fame magazine you were selected as the nation's #1 comedian.
I was?
Yeah.
Really?
Certainly, Jack. It was a wonderful article about you. It was right in the middle of the magazine on page
29. That's what it was.
Oh, then you read it.
Well, Don, I must confess that I just glanced through it, but do me a favor, will you?
What is it, Jack?
Although Fame magazine was very kind in bestowing this honor upon me, I wish you wouldn't mention it.
Why?
Look, Don, every member of the cast will come in and start congratulating me and making such a big thing out of it. I'll be terribly embarrassed.
Well, Jack, now I can understand why the article paid such a glowing tribute to your modesty.
It did?
Yes, on page
32. It was right opposite the ad for Vigoro. Anyway, Don, promise me you won't mention the article in front of the members of... Oh, hello, Mary.
Hello, Jack. Hello, Don.
Hello, Mary. Mary, why are you so out of breath?
Well, I rode down here on the bus and I got off at the wrong place.
Uh-huh.
Then I remembered we don't broadcast from there till next week, and I had to run all the way back here.
Yes.
Mary, why did you come to the studio on a bus?
Well, I was going to drive down, but I didn't want to use Jack's Christmas present so soon.
His Christmas present? Mary, did Jack give you a car?
No, a gallon of gas.
Mary, that wasn't gas in that can. There was a gallon of perfume.
Well, thanks very much, Jack, and I wish you'd send me some more.
Oh, did you like it?
I think it's wonderful. I put some on my dress and 3 more dropped dead.
Good. Say, Mary, what'd you receive from home? Did you get a nice present from your sister, Babe?
No, Jack. Babe couldn't send me anything this year. She lost her job.
Oh. Isn't she modeling anymore?
No, that harness shop closed up.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Yeah, and I sent her a peekaboo blanket for Christmas.
Gee, it would have looked nice on her, too. Anyway, Mary, come in.
Is Jack Benny here?
Yes, I'm Jack Benny.
Well, where's the stuff?
Stuff? What stuff?
I'm from Beacon's Van and Storage Company. I understand you're moving.
Well, not till next week. I'll see you later.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm going to sit down and wait.
Well, you don't have to wait.
Well, are you sure you're going to move?
Yes. What are you so worried about?
Well, last November we had 5 trucks waiting in front of the White House, and you know what happened to that job.
Oh, yes.
We carried that piano in and out 19 times.
Well, don't worry about this one. I'll carry my own violin. Goodbye.
Oh, say, Jack, that was a pretty clever remark you just made about carrying your old violin. It was funny, wasn't it, Mary?
Yeah. By the way, Jack, did you see that article in Fame magazine?
Oh, forget it, Mary.
But, Jack, a person should be proud to have Fame magazine write such nice things about him.
Mary, please, not in front of all these people. It's embarrassing.
Oh, why shouldn't I talk about it? I think it was a wonderful tribute to Don.
I know, Mary, but... Oh, Don.
Yes, they selected him as the #1 announcer in radio.
I know.
Mary, I hope you won't think I'm boasting, but I'm very proud of that article, especially where they commented on my resonant voice.
Resonant voice. What a ham.
And, Mary, there was another paragraph that said that my voice not only invites confidence, but has great dignity. That was on page... what page was that, Jack?
Who remembers pages? Now, let's stop this silly talk and get on with the show.
Jack, what are you so mad about?
Mary, I'm not mad. It just so happens...
Oh, hello, Mr. Benny.
Oh, hello, Dennis. It just so happens that I...
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Jim. It just so happens that
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It just so happens
Can I go home now?
Certainly. Mary, it just so... Dennis, come back here. You just arrived. Why do you want to go home?
Oh, my aunt is visiting us for the holidays, and my mother wants me to entertain her.
Oh, your aunt, eh? Your mother's sister?
No.
Oh, then she's your father's sister.
No.
But Dennis, she's your aunt. Whose sister is she?
Her brother.
Well, for heaven's sake, who's her brother?
Oh, I don't know. Since I got 2 shows, we picked up a lot of relatives.
I know what you mean, kid.
Yeah, the house is full of them. I got an uncle in the back bedroom, and I can't understand him at all.
Why?
He says he's from Duluth, and he hates Don Wilson.
Well, then, Dennis, shake hands with Don Wilson. You must be blood relatives.
Then why has he got all the blood?
I don't know!
By the way, Dennis, I want to thank you for the Christmas gift you sent me.
Oh, did you like it?
Yes, but, Dennis, there was only 1 silk stocking in the package. One of them must have got lost.
Oh, no, I've got the other one at home.
Wait a minute, Dennis. Only 1 silk stocking? Why didn't you give Mary both of them?
Well, my mother said if you send too much to a girl, she'll think you're serious.
If sound effects didn't cost so much, I'd have a gunshot right here. Go ahead, kid. Let's hear your song.
Okay.
might as well go chasing after moonbeams. Or light a penny candle from a star. And if there is going to be a life hereafter, and somehow I'm sure there's going to be, I will ask my God to let me make my heaven in that hill and across the Irish
Galway Bay, sung by Dennis Day, and very good, Dennis. In fact, I don't think anybody could have sung it as well.
Oh, yeah?
What do you mean, oh, yeah?
Oh, don't try to flatter me. The other day I saw you go into a music store and buy one of Frank Sinatra's records.
So what? I've seen you walk into a store and buy records by Bing Crosby.
Well, he has 4 kids to support.
Oh, yes, 4 boys. What are their names again?
Gary, Lindsay, Durston, and Osborne.
Oh, stop, will you?
Oh, Jack, that reminds me, are you still going with Mr. Osborne's secretary, little old Daisy Dickinson?
Yes, Mary. As a matter of fact, she's coming over to my house for dinner tonight.
Really? When'd she make the reservation?
She didn't have to. I'm inviting her. She wants to leave a little something under the plate. That's up to her. Anyway, I've invited her to dinner.
Well, I hope you take that sign down in your dining room. The 4th cup of coffee free.
I took that down right after the Thanksgiving rush. Anyway, Mary, I'm really serious with Daisy. You know, she's one of the sweetest girls I've... Oh, hello, Phil.
Hiya, Jackson. Hello, folks. Here's little old Harris on the day after Christmas, so cheer me from Alaska to the Panama Isthmus. Lay it up. Oh, make some noise. Oh, I love it here.
How do you like an entrance like that? Phil.
What?
Phil, how in the world can you walk out on the stage like that and ask an audience to applaud you?
Jackson, when you ain't got talent, you gotta have guts.
That I can believe.
Yeah. Hey, hiya, Livy. Say, Liv, I don't want you to think I forgot you this Christmas.
Well, Phil, I was a little bit hurt when I didn't even get a card from you.
A card? Listen, doll face. I got something special for you. Come here, baby. Come on over here. Come on up a little closer. Move right in. That's it. Now pucker up them lovely lips and hold on tight, babe. Come.
Here, wait a minute.
Libby, wrap that as a gift and it'll keep you warm till next year.
Phil, you are without a doubt the most egotistical man I ever met in my life. Mary, why'd you let him kiss you? Mary.
She won't be able to talk for an hour or two.
What? Mary, say something.
Hi, Mark.
Now, Mary, stop going along with him. He's hammy enough. Now, let's
say, Jack, I want to talk to you about the commercial. The boys
Hiya, Don.
Well, hello, Phil. Hey, Don, I want to congratulate you on being picked the #1 announcer on the air.
Well, thank you, Phil. Now, I don't want to seem immodest or undignified, but the honor will certainly lend to my prestige.
I have an uncle in the back room who thinks you're awful.
Dennis, quiet. And, Phil, in this thing about Don, if you're referring to that article in Fame magazine, you know there was something about me in it, too.
I wouldn't know about that, Jackson. My kids must have skipped that part when they read it to me.
Your kids read it to you? Phil, aren't you ashamed to let your children know you can't read?
No, Jackson, they love it. They think I'm a character. What? Whenever I do something, the little one nudges the big one and says, "Get him."
Well, I got to say one thing, Phil. For a guy like you, you got a wonderful family.
Well, thanks, Jackson. Hey, by the way, I was just going to ask you if you want to go hunting with me. I'm going up the High Sierras again.
The High Sierras?
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to hunt? Oh, no. Oh, no, you're not going to catch me with that gag again. Go work it on somebody else.
Say, Phil, what are you going to do this New Year's Eve?
Well, me and Remley are going around frightening people, like we did on Halloween.
Frightening people?
Yeah, what fun we had. We made up like ghosts and went to a nightclub where Maxie Rosenblum and Maxie Bear were doing their act.
What's exciting about that?
Well, here's what happened. See, Remley started off by going into Rosenblum's dressing room and began to haunt him.
Oh, and did you haunt Bear?
No, I had his sheet on. Oh, yes. Oh, Harris, you had to go a long way for that one, but it was worth the trip, kid. So long, kid.
Bye, Phil.
So long, Phil.
I'm saying that... Say, Jack, what are you saying at the door for?
I was just thinking about Phil. Remember what a nice, normal fellow he was before they started hiding microfilm in his head? Oh, well.
Say, Jack, I want to talk to you about the commercial. The boys
Just a minute, Don. Before we get started with the commercial, there's something I want to phone Rochester about.
Well, can't it wait till later?
No, Don, this is important. I'm having my new girlfriend, Daisy Dickinson, over for dinner tonight. And I want to see if Rochester has everything all set. It'll only take a minute to call him.
Say, Mabel, what does the date say? Mr. Benny's line is squishing. Yeah, I wonder what portrait of Jenny wants now. I'll plug in and see. Yes, Mr. Benny. I'll ring your house immediately. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got them. Thank you very much, and a Merry Christmas to you, too. Oh, yeah, they were just beautiful, and they fit me perfectly. Now I'll ring your house. Gertrude, what did Mr. Benny give you for Christmas? My 2 front teeth. Gee, I didn't even notice. Smile and let me see them. Oh, how lovely. To Gertrude, Merry Christmas, Jack Benny. Say, what did he give you, Maple? Well, Mr. Benny knows how I've always wanted to see a Rose Bowl game. And he's taking you to the game? No, he gave me his place in the ticket line. He's awful thoughtful this time of the year and kind of cute, too. When he come in this afternoon, he tipped his hat to me, and I just had to kiss him. I know, I kissed him, too. He's a shrewd one, all right. Planting mistletoe in his toupee. Yeah, only he doesn't need mistletoe with me. I kind of go for him. Last night, he drove me up to the top of Mulholland Drive, and we parked there for hours. Why, Mabel Flapsaddle. Please, Gertrude, you're breaking the mood. Anyway, we drove up there early in the evening, and as we sat in his car, the city looked like a carpet of brilliant jewels as the millions and millions of lights went on. Oh, that must have been romantic. Romantic nothing. He just sat there wishing he owned the electric company. That's funny. He's never like that with me. What do you mean? A few months ago, he took me out in his car, and my goodness, was he an eager beaver. Did he try to kiss you? How do you think I lost my 2 front teeth? Jacob, there was a time I thought that... Hello? Yeah, Mr. Benny, I tried to get your house, but the line is busy.
Oh, well, I'll try again later. Thank you.
Say, Jack, I've been trying to talk to you about the commercial. I think we'll have to do the commercial without the Sportsman Quartet.
But why? Aren't they here?
Well, yes, but that's what I've been trying to tell you. They have very bad colds.
All 4 of them? What are they doing about it?
They chipped in and bought a 4-way cold tablet.
John, you got the award for being an announcer, not a comedian. And anyway, whether they have colds or not, we need a commercial.
I know, Jack, but how can they sing when they have colds?
That's their problem. All I know is I have to have a commercial. Now go ahead with it.
Okay. Take it, boys.
Happy days, Doris. A kid with New Year's Eve, Doris. A kid we will all set up as
Gesundheit.
Thank you, happy days for you and me. Lucky strikes are here to stay. In fact, they never get away. So we'll celebrate
Fella!
Do you say?
Thank goodness.
With an LSMFT.
Too bad you've all got the flu. I can tell you just what to do. Get in bed and stay there.
When we're low and things are rough, we'll light a lucky, take one puff. Then we'll feel much better, sure enough. Happy days are here again. Here again.
See, they must have caught that cold from Guy Lombardo. Anyway, Don, it was all right.
Jack, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, making the boys sing when they had such bad colds. They had to sing through their noses.
Fred Allen's been doing that for 20 years, and he sounds awful.
Happy New Year, Dennis. Don, you better tell me...
Well, Portland, look who's coming down Main Street. Titus Moody.
Dennis.
Howdy, Bub.
Dennis! Now, that's enough. Now, Don, you better tell the boys... Oh, for heaven's sake, come in.
Remember me, Mr. Benny?
Huh? Oh, yes, you're the lingerie clerk in that department store who sold me that nightgown for my sister last week.
Yeah, the nightgown with the loops on the bottom.
Yes.
A nightgown with loops on the bottom? Yeah. When you go to bed, you put the loops over your toes so the nightgown won't creep up on you.
Yes. Yeah. Did you send it to my sister?
No, that's why I'm here. We found out those nightgowns are dangerous.
Dangerous?
Yeah. My wife has one of those nighties with the loop. And last week in the middle of the night, she started to get out of bed and almost broke her neck.
How? What happened?
She had her loops over my toes.
Oh, well, I'll come down to the store and get something else for my sister.
Okay. As for me, Ronald J. Coleman.
Ronald J. Coleman?
I threw in the J so people won't confuse us.
Well, I'll see you later. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
You know, Mary, I can't understand why they put a fellow like him in the lingerie department.
Well, Jack, maybe deep down inside he's very sensitive.
How can he be sensitive? He came in here with a gopher sticking out of his collar. Anyway, I'll get it. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny. This is Rochester.
Oh, hello, Rochester. I was trying to get you before. Is everything ready for dinner tonight?
Don't worry, boss. Everything will be fine. Just fine.
Good, good. I really want to impress Miss Dickinson. Now, what'd you do about the campaign?
Same as always. I slapped the mum's label on a bottle of ginger ale and put it on ice.
What?
And when you open it, I'll be hiding behind the screen with my pop gun.
Look.
Let's synchronize our watches now.
Okay, I've got 5:28.5.
Roger.
Good. Now, Rochester, I hope you remember the instructions I gave you about tonight.
Yes, sir. After I finish serving you and Miss Dickinson, I'm supposed to turn all the lights down low.
Uh-huh.
Put soft music on the phonograph and spray the room with Chanel number 5.
Uh-huh.
Then quietly leave the room and let your blue eyes take it over from there.
That's right.
Then when I'm outside, I'm supposed to turn the garden hose on the windows so you can say, "Look, honey, it's raining. You can't go home yet."
Yeah, but watch it tonight. The last time the window was open. If the girl hadn't been Esther Williams, she would have drowned. Now, Rochester, fix everything up nice, and I'll be home in a few minutes.
Okay. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, say, boys.
Now what?
I forgot to tell you. There was quite a bit of excitement today. An airplane flew over Hollywood and started skywriting.
Skywriting? What did it say?
Next week, Jack Benny's program moves too.
Moves to where? Moves to where?
I don't know. NBC's anti-aircraft shot him down.
Well, we'll find out later. Goodbye, Rochester.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, next week we'll be with you again at the same time with the same cast on another network. However, I want to take this opportunity of thanking everyone connected with NBC for a very pleasant association. And I also want to wish everybody a very happy New Year.
Jack will be back in just a minute, but first, smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. You see, Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense, puts you on the right level to feel and do your level best. It's good to know that fine tobacco can do this for you. And that's why it's so important that you select and smoke the cigarette of fine tobacco, Lucky Strike. For as every smoker knows, LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco, mild, ripe, light tobacco. No wonder Lucky Strike is the overwhelming favorite of tobacco experts. For more independent auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen smoke Lucky's regularly than the next two leading brands combined. So, smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the right level, the Lucky level, where there's real joy in living, where it's fun to be alive. The Lucky level, where you feel your best and do your best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the Lucky level, where it's fun to be alive. Get a carton of Luckies and get started today.
Good night, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen again next Sunday to the Jack Benny program, which will be heard on another network at the same time. This is NBC, the national broadcast. The Jack Benny program, presented by Lucky Strike. It is American. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Your level best. That's just how you'll feel when you light up a Lucky. Because Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense, puts you on the right level to feel and do your level best. It's important to you as a smoker to know that fine tobacco can do this for you. And every smoker knows. LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Remember, more independent tobacco experts, auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen smoke Lucky Strike regularly than the next two leading brands combined. It's good to know that fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense, by putting you on the right level to feel and do your level best. That's the Lucky level. So, smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Yes, the next time you buy cigarettes, remember, Lucky's fine tobacco puts you on the right level, the Lucky level, where you feel your level best and do your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the Lucky level, where it's fun to be alive. Get a carton of Luckies and get started today. The Lucky Strike program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks Jack Benny's first program on the Columbia Broadcasting System. So, let's go back a couple of hours and pick up Jack and Mary on their way to the studio. Rochester is driving.
Not so fast, Rochester. Don't cross the double line. Look out for that car. What's the matter with you?
I'm driving as carefully as I can, boss.
Well, just watch it, that's all.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Jack, calm down. Don't be so nervous.
I'm not nervous.
And stop pacing up and down on the running board.
Okay, Mary, I'll admit it. I am nervous, and you can't blame me. Today's my opening broadcast on CBS.
All right, so you're opening on CBS.
What do you mean, all right? Do you realize it's the first time my program will be heard in Alaska?
Well, so what? I've yet to see a walrus smoking a Lucky Strike.
Oh, yeah? I saw one last night.
That was Jerry Colonna.
I'll have to apologize. I threw him a fish. Anyway, Mary, this is no time for joking. I'm upset.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Jack, why should you be worried? You must have $1 million down in your vault.
I know, but I don't want to break up the serial number. I mean, Mary, stop asking me questions, will you? I'm in no... Rochester, I don't want to have an accident on the way to the studio. Now, slow down.
I'm only going 12 miles an hour.
Don't give me that. What does it say on the speedometer?
Made in 1899.
I mean, besides that.
Jack, you're working yourself into a breakdown. Rochester, see if you can get something on the radio so Mr. Benny can relax.
Yes, ma'am.
That concludes another broadcast by your friendly philosopher. And now for a special announcement. Remember, only 2 more hours and Jack Benny will be on CBS.
Turn that off! That's all they've been broadcasting for the past week. 6 more days till Jack Benny. 5 more days till Jack Benny. 4 more days. 2 more hours.
Well, Jack, if you don't like it, make him stop it.
I will not.
I can't figure you out. First you don't like it, then you do like it. I've
never
seen you this
All
way.
right. He's been a nervous wreck all week, Miss Livingston. Last night he didn't sleep a wink. He just kept tossing and turning and whimpering like a baby.
Well, wasn't there anything you could do for him?
I tried everything. I even threw him over my shoulder and burped him twice.
No, Rochester, stop exaggerating.
I'm not exaggerating, boss. You've even been talking in your sleep.
Talking in his sleep?
Yeah. Miss Livingston, who is William Paley?
William Paley is the head of the Columbia Broadcasting System. Why?
He has now replaced Harry Lamar in Mr. Benny's dream.
Stop, Rochester. I never dreamed about Mr. Paley.
Yes, you did, boss. All night long you kept saying, P-A-L-E-Y, P-A-L-E-Y.
Look, Rochester, I'm upset enough as it is without your discussing... Oh, fine. It's all I need now, a traffic cop. Rochester, he wants us to pull over to the curb.
Caught you, didn't I?
What's the matter, officer? Were we speeding?
Don't flatter yourself. You went through a red light.
Officer, the light was green when we started through the intersection.
Yeah, I know, but it changed twice before this jalopy got across.
Look, officer, I'm afraid this is my fault. I'm in a hurry.
I'm talking to the driver, so keep your... Wait a minute. You're Jack Benny, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, then you must be on your way to the studio to do your first broadcast for CBS.
That's right.
Well, only a louse would give you a ticket on a day like this.
Well, thank you.
Shake hands with Officer Sam Louse.
What?
I'm sorry, Mr. Benny, but beauty is beauty. Now, I'll write this.
Calling all cars. Calling all cars.
Excuse me a minute. This may be important.
Attention all officers. There has been a holdup on 4th and Olive. Investigate a double murder at Hill and Grand. Only 2 more hours and Jack Benny will be on CBS.
Gee, they have that announcement on your radio, too. Gee, the police must like my program.
Yes, they use it down at headquarters for the 3rd degree.
3rd degree?
Twice I confessed, and I didn't even do anything. Well, you can go, Mr. Benny, and I won't give you a ticket. I can't stand the tears in those big blue eyes.
Thank you. Go ahead, Rochester. Drive on, will you?
Just a second, boss. I've got to start the motor.
Oh, gee whiz, Jack. I hope you don't have trouble starting it like you always do.
Don't worry about that. I mean, yesterday I had the motor tuned. Go ahead, Rochester. Start it.
Who tuned it? Spike Jones?
Mary, please. Rochester, try it again, will you?
Don't worry, boss. I'll get this motor started. But close your eyes.
Why?
I'm going to use the whip.
I don't care what you use. Let's get to the studio. Gee, Mary, they've got a nice lot here, haven't they?
Yeah.
Here's your parking ticket, mister.
Thank you. And, boy, be careful when you park my car.
Why?
Come on, Mary.
Say, Jack, As we drove in, did you see that big sign on the building?
The big sign, or what did it say?
Jack Benny has switched to CBS. Phil Harris has switched to Sterno.
Oh, yes, it was his New Year's resolution. Well, here's the artist entrance. Let's go in. Oh, doorman.
Yeah?
I'm Jack Benny.
I don't care who you are. Wipe your feet.
Well, look, when Mr. William Paley comes in, tell him I want to see him right away, will you?
Okay.
You know, Mary, even though I'm trying to keep calm, I can't help being nervous today. I guess every actor feels that way.
Jack, look who's coming down the hall, Amos and Andy.
Oh, yeah. They're coming this way. Hello, Amos.
Hello, Miss Benny.
Hello, Miss Livingston.
Hello.
By the way, Mrs. Benny, we understand that you're going to be on the network here with us.
Yes, that's right.
Well, Miss Benny, me and Andy just want to wish you a lot of luck.
Well, thank you, boys. Thank you very much.
Say, Andy.
What is it, Amy?
That Miss Benny is supposed to be a big comedian. He didn't say nothing funny.
Well, just like I told you, Amos, he ain't nothing without Rochester.
Were you boys talking to me?
No. We didn't say anything.
Goodbye. Oh, gosh, I'm such a wreck. Say, Mary.
What is it, Jack?
You know, Amos and Andy have been on the air for over 20 years as comedians. You know, they didn't say anything funny, did they?
Well, it's just like I told you. They ain't nothing without the kingfish.
Well, here we are, Studio B.
Well, I want to see what my dressing room is like. I'll meet you later.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Phil. Oh, hold it, fellas, hold it. All right, break it up a minute. Hiya, Jackson. Welcome to Petrillo's Inner Sanctum.
Look, Phil, I want to talk to you.
Me?
Yeah, look, here it is, a new year. We're starting on a new network. So, Phil, you've got to do something about your musicians.
Why, what's wrong with my lads?
Look, Phil, I don't expect them to wear full dress suits. I don't even want them to wear coats or jackets. But for the love of heaven, why don't they wear ties?
Well, Jackson, most of these boys are out on parole, and they don't want nothing around their neck with a knot in it.
That I can understand. But the worst of all is your pal Remley. He's a disgrace.
Hold it, Jackson. Just a minute now. Hold it. Calm down a little bit. Don't say nothing about Frankie. You ought to be a little more considerate of him. Since he was a baby, poor Frankie never had no mother or father.
Oh, I'm sorry, Phil. I didn't know that Remley was an orphan, you know.
Oh, he ain't no orphan. When he was born, his folks took one look at him and joined Parents Anonymous.
Look, Phil, there's so much work to be done. I'm so nervous. Now, I want to make sure that you pick a good number for our first program. What are you and the boys going to play?
Jackson, I've been giving it plenty of thought. In fact, I've been thinking about it all week, and I finally decided on That's What I Like About This Stuff. Oh, no, wait a minute, no. Oh, wait, Phil, don't start that over here. I haven't told you this before, but that song is what drove Edgar Bergen into retirement. Now, believe me. Okay, Jackson, okay, if that's the way you feel about it. Now, look, about that dialogue stuff on this show, shall we try that old running gag about hunting bear?
No. You hook me on that too often. But, hey, wait a minute. I'll tell you, let's do it. But this time, Phil, let me pull it on you. You see, I'll start it by saying, hello, Phil. Would you like to come hunting with me up in the high Sierras?
Certainly, Jackson. Are you going to hunt moose?
No, I'm going to... Moose? Phil, that's not right.
What am I supposed to ask you?
Are you going to hunt bear?
No, I'll be wearing buttons and bows. Oh, Harris, might not let you sing your song on this network, but you'll louse them up some way.
Phil, that's the last time I want to hear that joke. Now, play any number you want. I got to go out and look for Mr. Paley.
All right, fellas, look, let's run over Dennis's song first. You all ready, kid?
Yeah, I'm ready, Phil.
Look up look up. When everything's looking down, whenever you're low, let everything go. Come out of that gloomy frown. Look up, look up. Whenever those clouds are gray, it's gonna be fun whenever that sun starts chasing those clouds away. There's no room for old man gloom, so shake him. You're bound to take him. Just try a smile or two, but whatever you do, look up, look up. Don't ever give up the fight. When everything's wrong, it's never too long till everything turns out right. So whatever you do, look up. There's no room for old man gloom, so shake him. You're bound to take him. Just try a smile or two, but whatever you do, look up. Look up. Look up. Look up. Don't ever give up the fight. When everything's wrong, it's never too long till everything turns out right. So whatever you do, look up.
Gee, Mary, I've looked all over for Mr. Paley. Here he is, the head of the whole Columbia network. I can't find him. He must be around here someplace.
Well, let's go in and rehearse the script first. We haven't got much time, you know.
Okay, you know, the closer we get to doing the broadcast, the more nervous I am. Come on, let's get back into the...
Jack, come on!
Oh, for goodness sake. Who was that?
Gene Autry.
Gene Autry? Side saddle? What a studio this is. If his horse has a better dressing room than I had, there's going to be trouble. Now, come on, Mary. I want to see Mr. Paley before we go on the air. And then we'll talk.
Hello, Mr. Benny. I just finished rehearsing my song.
Huh? Oh, hello, Don. I mean, Phil.
Jack, it's Dennis.
Oh, yes, yeah. So, Dennis. Hey, wait a minute. Dennis, why are you wearing that top hat, white tie, and tails?
Well, it's our first show on CBS, and I thought I'd dress up.
Well, Dennis, I think that's very nice of you renting a full dress suit for our first broadcast.
Oh, I didn't rent it. This is the suit my father got married in.
Oh. Well, Dennis, you should have had it cleaned. There's ketchup on the lapel.
Oh, that's not ketchup. My father wouldn't say I do, and my mother punched him in the nose.
Look, Phil. I mean, Dennis. Look, I'm glad you dressed up for our first show.
Oh, you know, Mr. Benny, Charlie McCarthy starts on CBS today, too.
No, Dennis. Now, don't get mixed up. I'm the only one who's starting today, not Charlie McCarthy.
Well, that's funny. I heard the doorman say to somebody, "We've got that dummy over here now."
Yeah, I wonder who he meant.
Well, it isn't Mary, so it must be either you or me.
Dennis, don't bother me with that talk. I've got to go in.
Hey, Jack.
What?
Did you notice it?
Certainly, Mary. I noticed it the minute I saw him.
Well, why don't you ask him?
No, Mary. You ask him.
Not me.
All right, I will. Dennis, I want to get something straight. Look, you wanted to dress up for our first broadcast at CBS. Is that right?
Uh-huh.
So you put on your father's top hat, white tie, and tails. Well, why are you wearing hip boots?
I couldn't find the pants.
Well, serves me right for asking. Anyway, I'll take one more chance. Dennis, why wear hip boots? Why didn't you wear your own pants?
I did, but I lost them by force of habit.
What?
As I passed NBC, I walked by, but my pants walked in.
Come on, Mary. Instead of talking to him, I could have seen Mr. Paley. Now, let's go in and we'll...
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Kitzel. Mr. Kitzel, what are you doing here?
Mr. Benny, I want to be among the first to congratulate you on moving to this network.
Well, thank you. I hope you approve of the move.
Yes, I do immensely. CBS is my favorite network.
Oh, you like their shows?
Oh, yes. Especially on Monday nights when they have My Friend Herman and Lux.
That's, Mr. Kitzel, that's Lux.
Lux. I like them both.
By the way, Mr. Kitzel, did you enjoy New Year's Eve?
Did I have a good time? But I think I had one drink too many.
Oh, then you were a little high.
Hi. My. I was stinking.
Oh, Mr. Kitzel, I can't believe it.
Yes, shame on me. And you know, when I sobered up, I found myself doing something terrible. I was kissing somebody's wife.
Whose?
Mine.
Well, Mr. Kitzel, we got to look over our script before we go on the air. It was nice meeting you again.
Feeling is likewise, Mr. Benny. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, come on, Mary. Let's go in, and we'll have to rush this before we get through.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, Joe. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm the engineer. I'm testing the microphones. Jack Benny will be on the air in a few minutes.
I know.
Yeah, who wouldn't know? With all this fuss they're making, you would think they were getting Al Pierce.
Oh, yeah? Well, let me tell you something, buddy. I happen to be Jack.
Oh, Jack.
Oh, hello, Mary. I mean, Don. Don, hello. Excuse me, Don. I'm so nervous today.
Well, I could understand that, Jack. I'm jittery myself.
Really?
I've got butterflies in my stomach.
Yeah, Don, you could have the Northwestern football team in your stomach. They'd make more yardage than they did in the Rose Bowl. Now, what do you want, Don?
Well, Jack, we'll be on the air in a few minutes, and you haven't run through the commercials yet.
We can't do that. The audience has started coming in now.
Well, that's good, Jack. We can get a reaction and see what we've got.
Don, we're not going to go...
But, Jack, you're in it.
I am? You mean in the commercial?
Yes, the boys are going to sing Frank Lesser's big song hit, A Slow Boat to China.
Frank Lesser's song? Oh, well, that's great. Where are the sports?
Well, here they are.
Okay, take it, boys.
There is no burst to this song, but we don't want to wait a moment too long to say that we'd like to get you on a slow bus to Glendale, all to ourselves alone. Get you and tell you about Lucky Strike, you see. We know you like 'em. LSMFT.
You said it.
While we are riding, all the time we'll be biting, smoking that good old cigarette. We'd like to get you on a slow Van to Van Nuys, all by ourselves alone. We'd like to get you
Me?
on a slow freight to Frisco,
Gee.
all by ourselves alone.
I can hardly wait. Open up that Golden Gate.
Get you and tell you all about that cigarette. Please pay attention.
I'm listening already at some rhyming.
We'd like to get you on a slow plane to Plainfield,
Plainfield?
smoking those Luckies all the way.
I was just puff and puff. How about this clever stuff?
We would like to get you on a rickshaw to Shanghai,
A rickshaw?
all by ourselves alone.
We'll never make it.
All by ourselves alone.
John, that was wonderful. Listen, you better be prepared for an encore.
Well, that's all, Jack. The boys haven't prepared any more lyrics.
Well, we're only rehearsing. Can't they ad-lib as they go along? How about it, folks? One more chorus. You see, Don, the audience likes the idea. They want it.
Well, all right, Jack. The boys will just have to make it up. They've nothing prepared.
Oh, that's what I mean. Ad-lib something. Take it, fellas. What's the difference?
We like to get you on a walk to Waukegan.
Waukegan?
All by ourselves alone.
Gee, I'd love to go, Cousin Cliff and Sister Flo.
We have no lyrics that can be understood. But what's the difference?
You've messed it up already, but good, poor lesser.
We'd like to get you on a slow horse at Belmont.
A horse?
We want to hear you groan.
I'll lose all my dough. I don't want to be a schmo.
We'd like to get you on a sandwich to Denver.
A sandwich?
All to ourselves alone.
Leave off the onion.
All to ourselves alone.
You see, Don, that was great. It's going to be swell on the show.
Stand by, please. 3 minutes.
3 minutes? I can't understand why Mr. Paley didn't come down to see me. Now I'll be a nervous wreck all through my first show.
2 minutes and a half.
How do you like that?
1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, Mom.
Dennis! Get away from that microphone. I can't understand what... Oh, that must be Mr. Paley now. Come in. Yes?
Mr. Benny?
Yes?
I'm Don Thornburg, the head of the Western Division of the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Thornburg? What can I do for you?
Well, I understand you've been looking for Mr. Paley.
Yes, I have. Where is he?
Well, Mr. Paley is in New York. He only comes out here on urgent business.
Well, this is rather important, Mr. Thornburg, but perhaps you can help me. Huh?
Well, I hope so. What is it?
Well...
Yes, Mr. Benny, what is it?
Well, do you have the authority to validate my parking lot ticket? Do you? Mr. Thornburg!
5 seconds.
Mr. Thornburg, come back.
2 seconds.
Mr. Thornburg!
You're on the air!
Oh, yeah. Hello again. This is Jack Benny talking. Mr. Paley! Mr. Paley! I was here. Mr. Paley!
Ladies and gentlemen, travel on our highways is increasing. It is now 11% above the pre-war peak. So be careful if you drive the car or even if you take a walk. Watch for traffic lights. Observe safety and traffic regulations. The life you save may be your own. Jack will be back in just a moment, but first...
Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. You see, Lucky's fine tobacco picks you up when you're low, calms you down when you're tense. Puts you on the right level to feel and do your level best. It's good to know that fine tobacco can do this for you, and that's why it's so important that you select and smoke the cigarette of fine tobacco Lucky Strike. For as every smoker knows, LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. The experts, men who know tobacco, look to Lucky Strike for their own personal smoking enjoyment. Yes, more independent auctioneers, buyers, and warehousemen smoke Luckies regularly than the next 2 leading brands combined. So, smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. That's how to get on a Lucky level, where there's real joy in living, where it's fun to be alive. The Lucky level, where you feel your best and do your best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Smoke a Lucky to feel your level best. Get on the Lucky level, where it's fun to be alive. Get a carton of Luckies and get started today.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, not to be outdone by the quartet, Mary and I have cooked up a little number.
We'd like to get you to stay tuned on Sundays and listen to CBS.
It'll be such fun for you and me and everyone.
Get you and tell you how much you'll laugh at spite. Next comes old Blue Eyes, Amos you will surely like.
With Andy.
Then wait until you get Sam Spade to thrill you.
Yeah.
And guess when the villain will confess.
I'm not going to say you'll have to listen in today.
Then comes Luigi. You'll hear him on CB. Tune in on CBS.
That's now our network.
Tune in on CBS.
Be sure to listen in to the new Lucky Strike program, Your Lucky Strike, starring Don Amici on this network. And don't forget on Saturday nights, the Lucky Strike Hit Parade, starring Frank Sinatra. CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The Jack Benny Program.
Starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston, Phil Harris, Rochester, Dennis Day, and yours truly, Don Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most popular restaurants in the country is the Brown Derby in Hollywood. So let's go back to yesterday afternoon and look in as the Brown Derby's head waiters handle the overflow luncheon crowd.
Gus, did you see Mr. Gable at his usual place?
No, Chilius. Mr. Gable joined Eve Arden and her party.
Well, that's good. There's so many people waiting.
Well, perhaps we can set up some more tables. Hey, Chilius, look who's coming in. Jack Benny. You take care of him.
No, Gus. It's your turn this time.
No, it's your turn.
All right. I'll take care of him. He changed networks. Why doesn't he change restaurants?
Oh, Jack, here comes Chilius.
Yeah, he'll get us a table. Well, good afternoon, Mr. Benny. Hello, Chilius. I'd like a table. They have some lovely tables at Romanoff's. I know.
Romanoff sent us here.
Good afternoon, Miss Livingston. I didn't see you. I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Benny. You'll have to wait. Every table in the place is taken. Well, maybe we... Hey, Mary, look. Hey, look, there's Jimmy Stewart having lunch all by himself. I'll ask him if we can sit at his table.
But, Jack, if he's eating by himself, maybe he prefers to be alone.
Oh, don't be silly, Mary. You'll be glad to have company. Come on. Only, let me do the talking. Hey, Mary! Look who's here!
Oh, hello, Jack. Hello, Mary.
Well, if it isn't Jimmy Stewart.
You know, Jack, Hollywood's a funny place. You say, well, if it isn't Jimmy Stewart, and everybody in the Brown Derby applauds.
Yes, yeah. By the way, Jimmy, we're in a hurry and all the tables are taken. Would you mind if we joined you?
How can he say no? You're already eating his rolls.
There's enough for both of us.
Sure. Come on, let's sit down here. Here, I'll make room for you, Mary.
Well, thank you.
There we are. Now, Jack, I'll move over to see.
Oh, just sit still, Jimmy. You needn't move for me. I'll squeeze right in here, and then we can... Whoop! Oh, I'm sorry, Jimmy. I knocked over the pitcher and spilled the water.
Oh, that's all right. With this weather, it froze before it hit the floor.
That's right. And here, Jimmy, let me hand you my napkin. And... I knocked over the ketchup bottle.
Better wipe it off, Jimmy. You look like an ad for Blood on the Moon.
Gee, I'm sorry, Jimmy.
You know, Jack, I've been sitting here eating for 30 minutes. Now, you've been here 10 seconds, and you've got more on me than I've got in me.
Well, I guess it's because we're in such a hurry.
I take your orders, please.
Yes. I'll have a club sandwich and a cup of coffee.
Yes, sir. Yours, Miss Livingston?
Oh, gee, I don't know what to have. What's that you're eating, Jimmy? Oh, it looks delicious.
Oh, this is something my mother always used to make for me. It's my favorite dish.
What is it?
Matzo ball soup.
Oh.
Chilius, I'll have a Caesar salad and a pot of tea.
Yes, Miss Livingston.
By the way, Jimmy, I saw your latest picture. You gotta stay happy. And you and Joan Fontaine certainly make a wonderful combination.
Oh, well, thanks, Mary.
You made that picture for Universal, didn't you, Jimmy?
Yes. And before that, I made Rope for Warner's, and then I made one over at MGM, one at RKO, one at 20th Century, and then one for Paramount.
What's the matter? Can't you keep a steady job?
Jack. It's just that Jimmy prefers to freelance.
Oh.
By the way, Jack, what have you been doing lately?
Well, I've been rather busy with radio.
Radio? Well, aren't you a little late getting into that with television and everything?
No, Jimmy. I've been in radio for 17 years. But I haven't made a picture since I was at Warner's. And I left there because there was always a big issue, when it came to casting.
Well, I can understand that, Jack. You and Errol Flynn are the same type.
Yes, we are.
Jack had the same trouble at MGM, but they decided to keep Lassie.
Anyway, Jimmy, I'm not appearing in pictures because I'm producing them now.
Oh, I didn't know you were producing pictures, Jack.
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, I just finished my first one. It's called The Lucky Stiff, starring Dorothy Lamour, Brian Dunleavy, and Claire Trevor. Soon to be seen at your neighborhood theater.
Jack, what are you yelling for?
Jimmy, if these people can eat here, they can afford to go and see it, a plug's a plug. And
Mr. Benny, if you'd like, you can move over to this table here.
Chilius, I thought you didn't have any empty tables.
We've got a lot of them now.
Now, let's see. What were we talking about before the food came?
The picture you produced, the Lucky Salad.
No, the Lucky Stiff.
Oh.
Say, Jimmy, I've just been thinking. You're a nice guy, and here you've been having it tough not working steady at 1E1 Studio. So I'm going to do you a big favor and put you in my next picture. Jimmy, what happened? Jimmy.
Oh, that's the first time I ever saw anyone choke on a matzo ball.
I probably surprised him with my offer.
Yes, you certainly did. Jack, the only reason I can't accept it is because I have so many other commitments.
Well, Jimmy, we can make it after you've fulfilled your other commitments.
But, Jack, after that, I want to take a vacation.
No buts, Jimmy, my boy. Look, I'll make a big star out of you. Now, you got to let me make this picture with you. Now, what's the salary you usually get per picture?
$200,000.
Take some water.
The water's on the floor.
So are you.
Huh? Oh, yes.
Jack, you better discuss this with Jimmy some other time. It's getting late and the whole gang will be waiting at the studio for rehearsal.
Yeah. I'll get the check. Waiter, our check. Waiter.
Jack, just call him. Don't wave your toupee.
Jimmy, this isn't a toupee. It's just a small hairpiece.
Hairpiece? I'd like to have a fur coat like that.
I'd like to have you read your line right.
Listen, Jack.
What?
Suppose Suppose I run along and start the rehearsal.
Well,
see you later, Jack. Goodbye, Jimmy.
So, Mary.
say, Jimmy, have you heard the way people are talking about Mary lately?
Talking about Mary?
Yes, I hate to say this, really, but have you noticed how she always leaves the table just before they bring the check? Yeah, it's embarrassing, you know. I hate to see it, too, you know. But anyway, Jimmy, getting back to the picture I want you to do for me. Now, I have a story.
Excuse me for interrupting, but I happen to have a snapshot of you, Mr. Benny. Would you mind autographing it?
Oh, I'd be happy. Say, Jimmy, would you mind lending me your fountain pen?
Not at all. Here you are, Jack.
Thanks. Now, let's see. With my very best wishes, Jack Benny. Here you are, lady.
Thank you very much. It was nice meeting you.
Oh, wait a minute, lady. This is Jimmy Stewart. Don't you want his autograph?
No, but 30 years ago I would have.
Now, look, Jimmy, I've got to run over to CBS and rehearse my show. Suppose you come along with me, and we'll discuss a deal for a picture.
No, Jack, I'd rather not.
Here's the check, gentlemen.
No, thank you, Julius.
No, Jimmy, let me take it. After all, it was your table, and Mary and I barged in. So I insist on paying it.
No, Jack. I'd feel better if I paid for it.
Well, if your health is involved, go ahead. I got to run along, and, gee, my hands are kind of sticky. Where's my napkin? Oh, here it is. I can't pull it up. What's the matter with this napkin?
You've got my shirt, too.
No. Here, I'm through with it. So long, Jimmy.
Goodbye, Jack.
I didn't realize it was so late. I hope they started the rehearsal without me. I'm here now.
Oh, hiya, Jack.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, Mr. Benny.
Hello, kid.
By the way, Jack, did Jimmy Stewart agree to let you produce his next picture?
Well, not yet, Mary, but I'm sure he'll come around to talk to me about it. Now, come on, kids. We've got a rehearsal to do, so let's get started.
Mr. Benny, I've read over my part 3 times already.
Well, good, Dennis. It's nice to know that you're diligent.
Diligent? Are we doing a gangster sketch?
That's diligent!
Well, don't I get nothing for being close?
No. And Phil, look at Phil, watch your cue. Now, you come into the sketch on page 21.
21?
Yes. That's all your fingers, all your toes, and one more. Now, Mary, in this sketch, you're going to play the part of Dennis's wife, and you've just gotten married.
Dennis and I are newlyweds?
Yes. And you're in Niagara Falls on your honeymoon.
Where am I?
What?
I don't know about you, kid, but I'm on page 22.
That's 21.
I got 11 toes.
Phil, you miscounted. Try again. Now, Mary, as soon as we...
Jack, what was that?
I don't know. Who fired that shot?
I did. That reverberation you just heard was the result of a firearm that I discharged to test the acoustical quality of the studio.
Acoustical quality? Who are you?
I'm Herbert, your sound effects man.
Oh. Well, look, Herbert, don't try any more shots. All I want are the sound effects that are written into the script.
Well, you can depend on me, Mr. Benny. For years, I have devoted my artistry to dramatic shows, and I have mastered the most difficult sound effects ever heard on radio.
Really?
Yes. One in particular baffled every sound effects man in the industry. But by perseverance and sheer ingenuity, I managed to reproduce it.
I see.
It was on the Prudential Hour. The scene was a moonlit night, and two lovers were dancing out on the patio.
Oh, yes, I heard that show.
As the soft music filled the balmy summer evening, the two lovers drew closer and closer until his cheek lightly brushed against hers. That was the most delicate sound effect of all.
Well, I should imagine it was. How did you get the sound of his cheek delicately brushing against hers?
I slapped a hot water bottle with a piece of raw liver.
Gosh! Say, those are the kind of effects we need on our show. Now, Mary, I'll write a scene where you brush my cheek, against your cheek against mine. See?
But Jack, liver's 90 cents a pound.
Well, just kick me in the pants. It's cheap. Now, Don, let's take the rehearsal from that scene where we're in the house and there's a knock on the door.
Okay, Jack.
Herbert, give us a knock on the door. No, Herbert, a little louder. Herbert, that still isn't loud enough. Why is the knock so soft?
I use Jergens.
Oh. Well, then maybe we ought to have a doorbell instead of a knock. There, that's more like it.
Well, I didn't do that.
What?
Jack, there's really someone at the door.
Huh? Oh, Don, you're near the door. Open it, will you?
Say, Jack, it's Jimmy Stewart.
You see, Mary, what did I tell you? Came after me already. Come on in, Jimmy.
Thanks.
What can I do for you?
Well, Jack, I hate to break in on your rehearsal like this, but there's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, Jimmy, it's quite all right. We have plenty of time.
Not me. I got to go to Niagara Falls to meet Mary.
Dennis, be quiet. Now, Jimmy, what is it you wanted to talk to me about?
It's about the picture.
You see, Mary? Now, Jimmy, we can start production on the picture just as soon as
the picture you autographed at the Derby. You kept my fountain pen.
Oh.
I wouldn't have bothered, but it's a lifetime pen, and I'm young yet.
Yes. Here's your pen, Jimmy.
Thanks.
Now, Jimmy, let's get back to business. I know you made a swell picture call. You got to stay happy. But I can do so much for you that...
Jack, why don't you leave him alone? Can't you see that Jimmy's not interested?
But, Mary, I can help him.
He doesn't need help. He's already won an Academy Award.
An Academy Award, Jimmy? For what picture?
Philadelphia Story.
Who cares about Philadelphia? I'm going to Niagara Falls.
Damn it! Now, be quiet.
Mary, you're just about the only sensible one around here. Hey, you know something else? I think you're very pretty, too.
Oh, Jimmy, do you really mean it?
Yeah, sure. Of course I do. Come over here a minute, Mary. You have such beautiful eyes and such a lovely complexion.
Oh, Jimmy.
And maybe sometime I could take you out dancing in the moonlight. Just the two of us, maybe, out on the patio.
He's getting close to her, Herbert. Get ready with the liver.
Mr. Day! I don't like dramatic actors get bigger laughs than comedians. Now, look, Jimmy, let's settle that picture deal we've been talking about.
Well, Jack,
You're supposed to be mad here.
Jack, I just can't make a picture with you this year.
Academy Award, he can't read.
Jack, I just can't make a picture with you this year. You'll have to excuse me.
Yeah?
I'm going over to dressing room G. I have to look over a dramatic script.
Oh, well, that's right next door, Jimmy. I'll show you where it is. Kids, I'll be back in a minute. So, Jimmy, as I pointed out to you, it'll be to your advantage to make this picture for me.
Jack, I realize now that when you took my fountain pen with Brown Derby, you wanted me to follow you around.
What?
So, when you took me into the dressing room, told me to lie down and relax and put my feet up on the chair, I should have known you were up to something.
Huh?
Jack, give me back my shoes.
Oh, yes, your shoes. Here you are, Jimmy.
I'll thank you for my socks, too.
Oh, yeah, your socks. Now, Jimmy, as long as you've got a few minutes while you're putting on your shoes and socks, let's talk about the picture. Now, if you will just...
Now, no more talk, Jack. I told you I have too many commitments, and that settles it.
Okay, Jimmy, but if you just change your mind, come around and see me.
Well, I won't change my mind.
Say it isn't so. Little does he know. La 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 la. Now, come on, kids. Let's finish rehearsal and make it snappy. Rochester's waiting for me out in the parking lot with my car.
Well, Mr. Benny will be out in about a half hour. I better start warming up the motor. Must be something wrong with the battery again. I better take a look. Now, let's see. There's the battery, and it has the positive and the negative. Then there are the sparks. The sparks are supposed to go from the electrons to the electrodes. Or maybe they go from the generator to the distributor. Then again, maybe they go from NBC to CBS. I think this loose wire here is the trouble, so I'll just fasten it and...
Hello, Rochester.
Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Stewart.
Say, has Mr. Bennett come out of the studio yet?
No, but he should be here any minute. By the way, Mr. Stewart, I was over to your house the day before Christmas. Mr. Bennett had me drop off a package for you. Did you get it?
Yes, but this time there was too much starch in the collars.
Well, don't look at me. I'm rough dry. Mr. Bennett's the starch man.
You know, Rochester, your boss amazes me. How long has he been in the laundry business?
Oh, a long, long time. Say, Mr. Stewart, you were born May 8th, 1911, weren't you?
Yes, that's right. How'd you know?
You used to take our diaper service.
I did?
Yeah. It broke Mr. Bennett's heart the way you and Gary Cooper grew up so fast.
But, Rochester, I still can't understand a man of Mr. Benny's position having a laundry service in his home.
Oh, the laundry is just a sideline.
A sideline?
Uh-huh. Mr. Benny does more business in his living room than Eastern Columbia, Broadway at night. Yeah. On Dollar Day, you can't get near the joint.
All right, Rochester. Are we ready to go?
Yes, boss. All set.
Good. Now, first, I want you to drive me to...
Jack, I'd like to see you for a second.
Oh, hello, Jimmy. So you finally changed your mind and you want to appear in my picture?
No, it's not that. There's something I'd like to ask you.
What is it?
Now, look, Jack, you've been using little tricks so I'd follow you around all day,
Well, yes, I must admit I did. You're not angry, are you, Jimmy?
Oh, no. But tell me one thing.
What is it, Jimmy?
I know how you got my fountain pen.
Uh-huh.
I can even figure out how you got my shoes and my socks.
Yeah.
But how in the name of heaven did you get the filling out of my tooth?
I'll tell you when we finish the picture. Come on, Rochester, drive us home.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. With Don Wilson and our guests, Mr. and Mrs. Ronald Coleman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go out to Jack Benny's home in Beverly Hills, where we find Rochester helping Jack fix up his scrapbook.
Rochester, have you got the scissors?
Yeah, I'm cutting something out of the front page of the Pasadena News. It's a picture of you kissing the Queen of the Rose Parade.
Oh, yes. See, that is a nice picture of me, isn't it? And some color, too.
It would be even nicer if your highlights weren't so gray.
Rochester, my lashes aren't gray. Just that my eyes are so blue, they pick up limbs. Now, Rochester,
I've got enough clippings for my scrapbook. I better start pasting them in.
Boss, I looked everywhere, but I can't find the glue.
Well, just mix some flour and water. That'll make a good paste.
I thought of that, too, but we're all out of flour.
We're out of flour?
Yeah, yesterday I had hardly enough to finish baking the bread.
Well, if we're short of flour, why'd you bake so much bread?
I had to. Barbara Stanwyck ordered 4 extra loaves.
Oh.
With raisins, yes.
Well, why don't you run over to the Colemans and borrow a cup of... Hey, wait a minute. I haven't seen Mr. Coleman for quite a while. Hand me a cup. I'll go get the flour.
Here you are.
I'll be right back, Rochester. Ya-da-dee-da-dum, ba-bum-bum. As long as I'm going over, I really should have brought a larger cup. Oh, well, I guess this cup will be all right. Can it be the trees that fill the breeze with rare... See, there are a lot of people out today. La 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 la. Thank you. Yeah, I better go around the back door. Yada-dee-da-dum. See, the Colemans keep their lawn nice and... Oh, isn't that cute? A garbage can shaped like an Oscar. He just lifts up the head and throws the stuff in. When I make my next picture, maybe they'll give me a garbage can. I mean, an Oscar.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Benny.
Oh, hello, Sherwood. Is Mr. Coleman in?
Yes. He's in the library.
Well, could you tell him that I'd like to borrow a cup of flour?
Oh, there's no need to tell him. I'll give you the flour.
Oh, shall I come in?
That won't be necessary. I'll sift it to you through the screen door. I have the sack right here on the shelf.
By the way, sir, I tried to call Mr. Coleman on the phone this morning, but I couldn't get him. Did he change his number since I to him last week?
Yes, sir. 3 times.
Oh, well, I hope he got the one he liked.
Will this be enough flour, Mr. Benny?
Yes. I'm just going to use it to make a little paste. You see, I'm working on my scrapbook, and I'm sticking in the many things that have been said about me.
You save those?
Yes. Well, thanks for the shower, Flurwood. I mean, thanks for the flowers.
You're quite welcome, sir.
This weather, my tongue froze there. Well, I must ask the Colemans to put a gate in the back so I won't have to walk clear out to the sidewalk. Yada-dee-da-dum, da-dum, da-dee. There's Ronnie's long underwear hanging on the line. He's got a gate in those. Da-dee-da-dum, da-dee-da-dum.
Jack!
Oh, hello, Mary. Hey, come on in the house, Mary.
I haven't got time. I just stopped by to ask you if I could skip rehearsal tomorrow.
Skip rehearsal? Why?
Well, my sister babe is coming in from Plainfield, and she's trying to forget a broken romance.
Oh, no, not Sebastian.
No, a new one.
Oh.
And she was so in love with him, they were all ready to elope. The ladder was up against the house, the window was open, and Babe was so embarrassed.
Why?
He wasn't home.
Gee, that's a shame. What did she do?
Well, as long as she was up there, she painted the house.
Well, when a guy gives you the brush, I guess you must know. Mary, who was that? Mary, you know you got to ad-lib once in a while. Mary, who was this new love of hers?
Well, I don't know his name, but she said he was making good money. He was a glass blower.
A glass blower?
Yeah. Whenever Babe went out with her, Mama could always tell when he'd kissed her.
How?
When Babe came home, her head would be 3 times its size.
3 times its size?
That was when he gave her a plain kiss. Once he got fancy and her head looked like a Studebaker.
Good old Babe. I knew she could do it. Say, Mary, why don't you come in for a little while?
Oh, no, Jack, I've got to run along now. See you later.
Okay. Da-da-dee-da-dum, da-dum. Gee, that's a nice Cadillac Mary has. I would have gotten one, too, but they didn't make them then. In those days, they only had 3 models. Maxwell, Saxons, and Forces. Oh, Rochester! Rochester, I got the flour so we can make the...
You won't need it now, boss. I found some glue. I've already pasted things in the book.
Wait a minute. This stuff doesn't seem to be sticking very well. Rochester, is this glue fresh?
Fresh? Only 2 days ago it was 8-1 at Santa Anita.
What?
I had him across the board. Win, plays, and mutually.
No. Well, how do you like that? I'll get the door. Oh, hello, Dennis.
Oh, Mr. Benny, I just came over to tell you the good news.
Good news? What?
I finally got 2 tickets for the Rose Bowl game.
2 tickets for the Rose Bowl game? Dennis, that game was played almost 3 weeks ago.
I know. That's why they're so hard to get now.
Dennis, come in a minute. Now, let me get this straight. Maybe I'm the one that's confused. Are these tickets for the game that was just played or the one that's going to be played next year?
What do you care? I'm not taking you.
Dennis, I can't stand this crazy talk. Now, do me a favor, will you? Go outside and come back in again.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Dennis.
Howdy, Bub.
Well, that's better. Now you're Titus Moody.
Yep, and I've got 2 tickets to the Rose Bowl game.
Look, kid, what did you come over here for anyway?
Well, I wanted you to hear the song I'm going to do on the program.
Well, why didn't you say so? Let's hear it, will you?
Okay. Oh, Clancy was a peaceful man, if you know what I mean. The cops picked up the pieces after Clancy left the scene. He never looked for trouble, that's a fact you can assume. But nevertheless, when trouble would press, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy! Oh, that Clancy! Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Boom, 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 boom. O'Leary was a fighting man, they all knew he was tough. He strutted round the neighborhood, just shooting off his gun. He picked a fight with Clancy, then and there he sealed his doom. Before you could shout, "O'Leary, look out!" Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy! Oh, that Clancy! Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Boom, 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 boom. Now Clancy left the barber shop with tonic on his hair. He walked into the pool room and he met O'Reilly there. O'Reilly said, "For goodness sake, now do I smell perfume?" Before you could stack your shoe in the rack, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy! Oh, that Clancy! Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Boom, 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 boom. The neighbors all turned out for Kate O'Grady's wedding night. McDougal said, "Let's have some fun. I think I'll start a fight." He wrecked the hall, then kissed the bride and pulverized the groom. Then quick as a wink, before you could think, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy! Oh, that Clancy! Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Oh, that Clancy! Oh, that Clancy! Whenever they got his Irish up, Clancy lowered the boom. Boom, 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 boom. Sure, it was the greatest sight you ever did see when Clancy lowered the boom.
Dennis, you sang that beautifully.
Yeah, I heard it. Wasn't bad, kid.
Phil, I didn't see you. Why didn't you tell me you were here?
Well, I didn't want to intrude while you were so enraptured by Mr. Day's musical rendition.
Phil, that come out of you?
Why? What's so incongruous about that?
Incongruous?
Listen to me, Jackson. I'm trying to improve myself in literature, in English, and even in music.
Music, too, huh? Well, that I'm glad to hear.
Certainly, Jackson. I just came from the library where I picked up this book on music by Groffet.
Oh, Ferdy Groffet?
No, his brother George.
George Groffet? I never heard of him.
Well, here's the book right here. I've been reading it all morning. There it is on the cover, George Groffet.
That's geography. Couldn't laugh. Phil, if you want to learn about Dennis, get away from my scrapbook and Dennis, stop drinking out of that bottle. It's glue. Dennis, it's glue. Oh my goodness. Dennis, speak to me.
You better stop it, kid. If you want to get any place in show business, you got to stop being ridiculous, ludicrous, incompetent, and uncouth.
Phil, where'd you learn all those words?
Well, they're in my contract with Rexall. What? Right under the sobriety clause.
Phil, do you know what sobriety means?
No, what?
It means that according to that contract, you're not allowed to take a drink.
Holy smoke, I've signed my life away.
Phil, denatured boy. Do me a favor. Pick up Dennis and that geography book and let's...
Oh, I have a wonderful contract with my sponsor, Colgate. I don't have to sign anything. We just shake hands.
Really?
Yeah, but I think he's nearsighted.
Your sponsor nearsighted? Why?
When my option came up, instead of shaking my hand, he grabbed me by the throat.
Well, if you gave him that Rose Bowl routine, I don't blame him. Now, look, kid.
Boss!
What is it, Rochester?
I was preparing your lunch and I find we're all out of butter.
We're all out of butter? Well, you know what to do.
I'm on my way. Mr. Coleman, here I come. You're the one we borrow from.
Ronnie, where are you?
I'm in the library, Benita. And Benita, who is that at the back door?
Mr. Benny's butler, Manchester.
Milk?
No.
Sugar?
No.
Cream?
No.
Mayonnaise?
No.
Butter?
Wonderful. If you ever went on a quiz program, we could spend 2 glorious weeks in Honolulu.
Yes, Benita, I'm getting sharp. Yeah, but let's not talk about Benny. It only upsets me. Borrowing. What a neighbor.
Well, darling, sometimes he tries to be helpful. During the freezing weather the other night when you worried about our orange trees, Jack did come over and lend you a smudge pot.
Yeah, some smudge pot. 3 old toupees smoldering in a broken pressure cooker.
Darling. But then what about the snow? Tuesday morning he volunteered to shovel all the snow away from our house, and he did it, too.
That was shrewd of me, telling him I dropped a dime on our front lawn.
Ronnie, you mean you tricked him into doing all that work?
Yes, Benita, I must confess, even though it makes me a bit of a stinker, I did. Now, it's little things like that that make life worth living.
For once, I got even with him for his constant borrowing.
Now, Ronnie, you shouldn't be too hard on Jack. After all, it isn't his fault that he's like he is. It's just fate.
What do you mean?
Well, you know the famous saying, there but for the grace of God go I.
Yes, but what's that got to do with it?
Well, people can't help being who they are. It's fate. You could have been born Jack Benny. And he could have been Ronald Coleman.
Benita, have you been nipping the sherry again?
Well, you know, it's something to think about.
Well, I'm too tired to think about it now. We're going out to dinner tonight. I'm going to take a little nap. I'll lie down here on the...
Oh! Sorry, I should have told you he borrowed the couch, too.
Well, of all...
Darling, if you want to take your nap, why don't you just sit here in this easy chair?
Well...
You'd better hurry while it's still here.
All right. I will.
I'll turn out the lights and leave you alone.
Yes, thank you.
Have a nice nap, dear.
Sometimes Benita has the weirdest ideas. Imagine her saying it's just fate. That I could have been born Jack Benny. Whoa, what a nauseating thought. Ah, this is a comfortable chair. It feels so good to close my eyes.
Yes, Ronnie. You could have been born Jack Benny. You could have been Jack Benny. You could be Jack Benny. You could be Jack Benny. You could be Jack Benny.
Oh, boss! Boss! Mr. Benny!
What is it, Rochester?
Today's payday. Some of your cast is waiting in the living room for their money.
All right, I might as well go in. Help me on with my shoes, Rochester.
Why, you'll just have to take them off again when you pay them.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, Rochester, I'm a pretty lucky man. My cast has been wonderful to me. They're always on time, they work hard, they try their best, and always give great performances. I wish there was something I could do to show my gratitude.
Why don't you give them a raise?
I will not. Well, I better not keep them waiting. Can it be the trees, with rare and magic perfume? Oh, no, it isn't. Why, hello, kid. Hello, Jack. Well, I understand you're all here for your salary. Here's yours, Mary.
Oh, thanks, Jack.
Don.
Thanks, Jack.
Dennis. Whoop. Dropped it.
Jack, did you hear the latest news about Don? He's got another show now.
Well, congratulations, Don. What program is it?
Well, it's the Alan Young show, Jack. We started last week.
Alan Young, eh? He's a clever comedian. How does it feel, having two shows?
So wonderful. And the nice thing about it is that one of my bosses is young.
John. Limp belly. Now, any more tracks like that, and... Ouch! Dennis, why are you biting my leg?
You're standing on my salary.
Since you're all here, I want to invite you to my birthday party on February the 14th.
Say, that's right, Jack. Next month is your birthday.
Yep. Time sure flies. One more month and I won't be 39 anymore.
39? Where were you born? On a slow boat to China?
Slow boat to China. Slow boat to China. Better watch it, sister, or you'll be on a fast bus to the Maycomb.
I'm sorry, Jack. By the way, I meant to tell you I just got another letter from my mother.
Really? And what does the command decision of your father's life have to say?
Oh, nothing much, except that the dentist held a convention in Plainfield, and my sister Babe was voted Miss Lower Plate Wobble of 1949.
Good old Babe. I knew she could do it.
By the way, Jack, what are you planning to do on the program next week?
Well, I want to do a Shakespearean sketch, and I'm going to try and get Ronald Coleman as a guest star. I've even offered him $100.
$100? Why, you can't get Ronald Coleman to do Shakespeare for that.
Son, he's such a big ham, he'll jump at the chance.
Well, have you finished the script for Mr. Coleman yet?
Yes, Mary, I have it right here. Listen to this wonderful Shakespearean soliloquy I'm going to have Ronnie do. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to enjoy a lucky and so to feel thy level best. To smoke, to puff, perchance to blow a smoke ring. Aye, there's the thrill. Come, let me light thee. Art thou not round and firm and fully back? Art thou not first again with friends, Romans, countrymen? Art thou not a noble creation? Your praise is tripping lightly from the nimble tongue of speedy Riggs. Aye, Horatio, the tobacco's the thing that makes a lucky fitting for a king.
Yes, Ronnie, you could have been Jack Benny. And Jack Benny could have been born Ronald Coleman. Jack could have been Ronald Coleman. Ronnie, where are you?
I'm in the library to meet Tuff.
Oh, yes, you always are. What are you doing, Ronnie?
I'm looking at the list of nominees for the Academy Award. My name isn't on it.
But, darling, you didn't make a picture this year. How can you expect to win anything?
I thought they might give me some sort of an award for living next to Benny. Gad, how I despise that blue-eyed baboon.
No, darling, don't pick on his appearance.
Why not? After all, Benny's eyes aren't really blue. I happen to know that he dyes them.
Now, forget him, dear. Remember what happens to your blood pressure when you think of Benny.
I can't help thinking of that jerk, always borrowing eggs, milk, cream, butter. Doesn't he have anything of his own? What does he keep in his icebox?
A film of the horn blows at midnight.
Oh, yes, if I ever made a picture like that, I'd ask Clancy to lower the boom.
Oh, Ronnie, forget Jack, and let's talk about something else. I haven't told you before, but I'm planning a hunting trip for us up in the High Sierras.
In the High Sierras? Or are we going to hunt bear?
No, we'll be wearing your long underwear. You're a jolly one.
That's not funny, Benita. Anyway, I don't want to go hunting. I'd rather go to the races at Santa Anita. Benita.
Oh, Ronnie, you're so cute. Come here, darling.
Oh, don't, dear. Don't. You're tickling me.
Oh, stop being so dignified. It's only us.
You know, darling, I'm a lucky man, having such a beautiful wife. Come here, Benita. Let me kiss you.
Oh, Ronnie, that was wonderful. Ronnie again. Ronnie, Ronnie, Ronnie. Ronnie! Ronnie, wake up!
What? Oh, it's you, Benita.
Yes, I've been calling you for 5 minutes.
Oh, well, where did he go? Where did Benny go?
Benny, Jack wasn't here.
Oh, he wasn't, eh? Now, Benita, I distinctly saw you kiss him.
Me kiss Jack Benny? Have you gone out of... Oh, wait a minute. You must have dreamed it.
Huh? Oh, yes. I guess I did. Well, that settles it. We'll have to move.
Move? Move why?
Benita, I don't mind Benny borrowing everything I've got. And I don't mind Benny ruining my life. But when he starts to louse up my dreams, that's too much, my girl. Too much! Ladies and gentlemen, the nation's fight against infantile paralysis continues relentlessly. But your contributions must keep rolling in to continue this fight. A covered wagon has just been sent across the country with Jack Benny's vault in it to collect your dimes and dollars to aid in this worthy cause. Obviously, the wagon can only visit a limited number of cities, so please send your dimes and dollars to Jack Benny in care of your local CBS station or direct to the March of Dimes. Let's all join in the fight against polio by contributing to the March of Dimes. Thank you.
Jack will be back in just a moment, but first...
Smoker!
And good night, everybody.
The Jack